Hear what I said? Do you want to join? All you gotta do is be at the main menu. Go up and hit the menu button. Go down to squadrons. Hit the R button over. Search. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty simple.
Anybody want to do some preps for my Frisbee Doomsday heist?
Nah, it's a trash heist.
I know.
It's like the worst. This is like a prison break for every one of us. Alright, Big T, you want to join up? Damn, we can have up to 8 people in here. Since I'm in a squadron and I'm the leader. I just invited you, Big T. Tokyo, are you there? Are you gonna say something, bro? I mean, I need some communication here.
Yo, did I join your clan?
No, just 2 of us still. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna start it up. Ready up, Tokyo. Or I'm gonna kick your ass out. Tired fucking around with you. Try to be nice and you won't fucking answer me back. I know you sitting there fucking listening to me. I know it.
For fuck's sake. Like...
I love the jets on here now. think they're gonna be my favorite. I can go up fucking 20 kilometers up. Be at the atmosphere as the space. Have dog fights. And their jets are always better. And it's always a challenge. I'm doing 800 like it's nothing. Let's go up to 9. Yeah, I feel like she's about to break apart. It's all good though. We gonna stay with it. Kill them all, let God sort them out. That's fucking Kentucky clan motto. Get some. Multiple targets down. Multiple targets down. The Kentucky clan strikes again. And then I get shot. But I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do.
Hello, Big D, playing GTA?
Yeah, he's playing GTA. He's a fucking liar.
I played with you today too. You don't even want to say it, man.
I mean, I just sent you multiple invites while you're on the game. Why didn't you join? I mean, I've sat here and waited this whole time.
$1,000. I gotta get me some more money to be able to do that.
About to play SpongeBob, yo. I'm playing SpongeBob.
SpongeBob sucks. Why somebody sucks?
It's SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm fucking retarded. When you wanna hump your dog's leg, the fuck?
Josh,
Whee!
Josh,
Ah!
Josh.
All force mutual operators are on.
Listen.
Yo, who's
Cafeteria.
Josh,
Damn, let's slap my ass. Damn. The fuck? How'd that shit kill me? When you finally notice you got wee wee and instead the poo poo and the pinky of the doo doo.
Destroy hostile troops. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Fresh like it's spring breeze. Inside my asshole. Ugh. Did I just fucking die?
Excellent!
The fuck? Josh. Josh. Are you there? Leave.
Thank you very much.
What the fuck? I fell fucking again. I made a little poopy stinky winky. The fuck? This shit make no sense. What?
This is your captain speaking. Captain
Are
Brendan
you
Darcy.
fucking being serious, bro?
Super yacht
Like
captain. You've got a yacht.
I'm trying to play the game.
Sorry. I mean to cry, but things have been getting pretty hectic on board of late.
What the fuck? I saw my shadow underneath that shit. I swear I did.
Big T joined that.
What? Oh.
Destroy enemy troops.
I'm fucking failing.
Wait, Big T, could you join my session?
I swear to fucking God.
What? Yeah, you're my CEO. We're just doing some heist preps right now, so I could get the discount for my Akula.
I am about to kill myself.
You know you could run, Big T?
We suffered a defeat. Head back to base.
You better do some prep.
Yeah.
So you get a car.
I'm glad he left. I was waiting
Wait,
on him to
what, Big T?
leave.
Good.
I'll meet you there. Oh, my allergies are so annoying.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the map.
Where are you? Oh, okay. There was a guy literally in the water.
The enemy is winning.
Be prepared, Big T. Hold on. Let me pop some snacks real quick. Yo, we got big and chunk. Take whatever deluxe you would need. You wanna take the red one?
Exactly.
I used to have one of these. I forgot to use them. How'd you get your money, Big Tooth?
Josh helping me. That's all the people helping me.
Uh,
Don't let him lie to you. He had other people to help him too. I mean, I only made him a little bit of money. Like a little. I mean, I don't know. We did mention like 10, 15, 20 times. Wouldn't you say, Big T?
I'm just doing these so I could get the trade price for the Kanjali and the, what's it called? The Kula.
Thank you for subscribing.
Where he should have parked his car.
Huh?
Where he should have parked it.
Hold on. Where are you right now?
I'm right here.
Yeah, customize your car and then exit and then you have to go to my facilities.
Yeah, it's a far place to drive.
Huh?
It's a far place to drive. It's like
Yeah, I
six.
know. Depends if you speed. It's way faster. Did you upgrade your car?
Attention to the designated grid square.
I have a track and field tomorrow. Around 400 meters. We have to get those cars. Huh? I don't know. I mean, I could drive it there. You could take them, and then you, drive them like halfway.
Yeah,
I'll
let
drive.
him drive, PT.
We're winning.
Okay, Big T, I'll give you access to my Avenger so you can drive back. You know how to drive it. Oh. Yeah, I'll deliver it. Okay.
We
You just drive
busted 3
fast.
targets.
Roger, I spent $10 to make life money when it gave me enough money to buy a tank.
Huh?
I don't know, we'd have to go down there and look. I mean, you can do it all for free, you know it, right? I mean, you just had to put a lot of work into it. Like I am, like right now, I'm doing work on the jet and I'm unlocking shit for free. Even though I could be getting paid tomorrow and pay for it all, but I'd rather get a few things for it for free. That way tomorrow I can get something else. Or pay for an extended premium account. I only got 5 days left on a premium account. And that's what boosts everything up. It makes the shit a lot easier if you got the premium account.
How much is the premium account?
It's cheap. You can get like 90 days for like $24. That's 3 months. Premium account. Or you can get like 30 days for like 20, 15, something, I don't know. Have to look.
Yeah, only give me a tops and bottoms.
But next time, we'll win.
Open it, Brian. Big T, you might, or you think you could get this last one? Where are you at my facility?
No spy.
Holy shit, I just unlocked all kinds of shit. I got 4th place in my jet mission, and I think I unlocked a new decal. Pakistani Air Force. Oh yeah, I fucked up Pakistani Air Force. About to get my compressor. Makes my shit a lot faster.
A pressure?
It's a compressor, you know, that goes into your jet.
Uh,
It makes your engine goes faster, your exhaust, all kinds of shit. One more of these games and I'll have it unlocked, and then I'll be on to something else. I'm gonna have everything unlocked for the jet tonight. And I could have been started yesterday and doing this. Stupid. I'll have to figure out some other jet or something. I don't know, this jet's got a lot of shit to it though. A lot of missiles and shit. I could get the 810 maybe tomorrow.
On that game,
Insurgency has 810s too.
Big T?
if the game gets a weapons free, you guys can I use it?
I mean, you can get a lot of stuff. I mean, you could use my jet and my thing if you join my squad. I got squadron vehicles that you can use. I just don't know how people do it. You'd have to figure it out on your own, because I don't know how. Because, you know, where I'm the commander, I can't do that for you. Breach 2-6, breach 2-6. About 8 kilometers out. Target inbound. We got 5 ballistic pistols. We're gonna shove up their ass. I'll copy.
No!
No! That's rude, bruh. Don't be rude. Okay, I was talking in code. Okay? You guys being rude on here. Probably a damn Russian. Ain't you? He told me the other day he's going to delete my account. Ever since then, no. I sent him a thing and said, don't be racist. I love you. I actually do love the guy. Can't help it. I see myself into him a lot. He's a lot younger though. He's only 19. Yeah. Yeah, he's 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that your mom?
Yeah.
How old is she? Huh? I'm 26. Yeah, I ain't busy. B-money. Get your ass in there. All you gotta do is go to the party. We're friends, already. You'll find me. What? Yeah, we were just talking about him, bro. Like, literally. B-money gonna come in. I guess he had to get off, didn't he?
Yo.
What up, B-money?
What's up, dudes?
Yeah, I got back on that night after I got home from work. Hollered at you.
Yeah, man, that dude was a joke. I still think I just don't know how that could even be real. How could someone be that dumb?
I didn't tell you, yesterday he messaged me and said he was going to get my account banned on the 18th.
Yeah, number one, they wouldn't tell him what day or whatever they're going to ban your account. So how would he even know that? And
that's what I said. I said, well, I guess I'll have to wait and see. It's the 10th,
yeah,
2 weeks away.
yeah, like that's I don't know, man. That
At
dude.
least I'll get 2 more weeks of use.
I don't think he. I mean, what did you do wrong? Because I listened to that podcast like after, and I was like going and watching, listening a little bit before, and
I
it's
told
like
him
I
you was
don't.
right, didn't I? I said, he's right, though. I said, that's the reason why you're so mad.
Yeah, I mean it's. I don't know, dude. I mean, he's a joke with all that shit, but it's not even so much about.
His account was never hacked. His account was never hacked.
Oh, you know, I didn't even think about it while we were on that podcast. He sent hacked minutes later after he said that. Minutes later. And, you know, it's like, dude, I'm not even... Are we on a podcast being recorded right now?
Yeah.
We are? Okay.
My broadcast.
But, okay, yeah, but, like, nah, I don't know, man. I wasn't even trying to go down that road of being, like, the social justice warrior or any of that. I was just more of, like... He was trying to lie. Yeah, that, and I know he was lying, and I just can't fucking stand somebody who's blatantly lying, saying you've never said that or whatever. And it's like, bro, yes, you have.
One thing and do another. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, man. That dude, he's always been kind of a douchebag anyway, so that's why when I saw the opportunity, I was like, fuck him.
Like, it ain't gonna hurt you, but it ain't gonna hurt your status. Anyway.
I mean, I don't care anyway. Yeah, I mean, even so, it's like I don't care. You know, I don't. You know, I'm old. I don't, and plus I don't have a podcast or anything like that. It's just like, and yeah, and I know I'm not a fucking
I ain't worried about
douchebag
it.
that would say some shit like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, who cares? You know, you get to a point you just don't care what people think. I thought it was hilarious, bro. I was showing it off to my friends. They were like, who's this fucking douchebag next?
But
Like,
it's sad at the same time because he actually believes it.
yeah, I know.
Honestly believes it.
That's why I was like, I thought he was acting, bro, because I was like, no one's this stupid. Like, what a... But I guess apparently apparently they are, so... I mean, even I'm surprised.
What?
So... I don't know, man. It was a trip.
Yeah, he waited till Big T left and he started being racist. Because
Who's Big T?
Big T's black. That's the reason why. And then you came
Does
in
he
right
does he
after that.
call the black friends like the N-word and shit?
No, he don't say that around them. That's what I'm saying. He waits till they're all not there and then he starts his shit.
This one, yeah,
he's not a full-blown racist. He don't come out and
I
tell
don't think
everybody
so,
like it's a fucking hero. But when he gets around white people and they start being it, he'll start being it. You know, he'll kind of bond like, but at the same time, he still ain't one.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm not. It wasn't my approach to try to be a social justice warrior or anything like that. It's just when I see bullshit, I just call it out, and like I mean, I can pretty much recognize bullshit when I see it, for the most part.
My
you know,
account got hacked. Come on now, and you still got it?
Oh, let me
You
go
still
back
on it?
to that. Let me verify what I just said, because I'm pretty sure he sent that and then like minutes later said
Yeah,
hacked.
but
and
you
if
can't
that's
post
the
that
case.
online. Vex was going to report that message.
Of me?
When you posted
He's
it
the
to
one-
everybody? Yes, because you uploaded it to Bing.
Okay, this is how you know it's false. Okay, look, dude. Look at the times. He says it at 7:27 p.m. I can send you the screenshot, too.
I got
it's
it.
December
I
4th,
saved it.
2021. I know, but at the bottom where he says hacked, I don't think it's in there. I'll send that part to you, too, where you can see the fucking times. This is important. December 4th, 2021. He says it, right, at 7:27. I said, dude, I hate that word.
Last
Please don't
year?
use that around me. That was, yeah, like this past Christmas time. I said 7:31. He says it again at 7:32, sorry, and then at 7:34 p.m., which is 2 minutes later, same day, 2 minutes later, says hacked. You're telling me your account was hacked and 2 minutes later you got it back?
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean?
Drunk.
Like, what?
He was drunk and he didn't know how you would take it, and then you took it bad, and he had to cover his ass. I know.
I'm gonna send you the times because that way you
have
have
my community page. If you go to my community page, it has his Facebook profile.
I subscribe to your shit
with the picture. Look at the community page. It shows his name, his picture on Facebook, and his that fucking screenshot that you sent with the N-word in it.
Oh, it says it's on so everybody can see it.
Everybody. And that video went
I wasn't
viral.
lying, dude. I didn't say one lie on that fucking at all to him about anything. Like when I said that shit, and man, I wish my fucking friend would have answered. I should have called. I had some other black people I could have called, dude, but it made him look like a dumbass. But because they would have been like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" They'd be like, "What the fuck? You think you're just gonna call me that?" Like, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Because I verified him when I asked him if he had any black friends. Because I've had these conversations with plenty of black people. I've had all kinds of difficult conversations with them. Because I know I've grew up with black people. I'm comfortable around them. And, you know, there's quite a few I love them to death. And, you know, and so I know the general consensus, though, of how they feel about that. And a lot of it goes back to slavery and stuff. So, you know, there's still some hard feelings of, like, racially because of that. And that word is, like, that reminds them of that and that coming from that and stuff like that. So that's what it's connected to. That's why it's so offensive. And, you know, and being white, you just kind of got it, like, we didn't have nothing to do with slavery, right? So you just kind of go like, okay, well, you know, let's just be respectful then. I mean, you know, I don't want to be called honky or anything like that. So, you know, yeah. Well, honky's the most fucking by far, yeah, cracker too. But to me, the honky is the same as the hard R, like it's the white people version, because that is really offensive to me.
Heard
like
of honky. What's honky mean?
Oh, dude, honky. Dude, I had this dude one time. I had this little black dude go honk 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 in a GTA lobby, and dude, I was so mad because I wouldn't take it to a racist thing, and he would, and it's just like, wow. Honky is a term for white people back in the day. When the white guys would go into the black neighborhoods or whatever and pick up the black chicks for a date or something, they were too scared to walk up to the door and knock on the door. They would just honk. So they developed the term honky. I think it originated in like the 50s, 60s, something around like in that era. I'm not really sure, but
I guess I didn't know about that. I knew about cracker and all the other, you know.
Yeah, if they call you a honky, it's definitely a racial slur. It's like a slur against white.
And I just didn't pick up on it. Because I had that black guy on there call me everything. He said, I'll come to your fucking house and kill you, and he was jacking back an AK. And I could hear the slide on it. I was like, yep, that's an AK. I got one.
Yep, that's an AK. Yeah, because I got an AK too, so yeah, if I hear the slide.
And he said, I'll come to your house. Where do you live? And I gave him my address. And I said, come anytime. And I started strapping on my bulletproof vest. And I was like, come on, let's get it. I'll see you coming down.
Right, you got an AK? I got one too. Hell, I'm going for my AK. Let me see where my AK's at. Yeah, dude, I got a Romanian one I got when I was like in 2013 when I was like 21, dude. Let's do it. Damn. That's my shit. That's an AK, bull.
You can tell that.
Yeah, if you have an AK, they're very distinct. Like, you just know that sound because they do not sound like ARs at all. And they sound like something completely different.
I feel like an AR is louder, though.
Hold on, I got my AR too. Hold on, let me pull that bitch out. It's around here somewhere.
I got the compressor.
I got all kinds of guns, dude. That's like, and Vance brought that up, and I was like, man, I'm not comfortable with this shit.
Oh, I got all kinds too. I got a black Kushnikov, black plastic.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. Here's
I think it's like a 1980s model or something.
See, that's more of like it's almost like a polymer plastic sound. And AK is more of a metal, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because all the, you know, the chamber in that is like is polymer plastic, and the chamber in the AK is all metal. So that's what sounds so much more louder.
Yeah, modern day technology. I still like the old school though. That's the reason why I like the black plastic AKs. I mean, I just love that old school look, you know. Yeah, even though they got the wood, I mean, it still got that like 1980s.
Mine's all black.
Yeah.
Mine's all black. I like black guns because they, like when you, I mean, silver guns.
Blend with everything.
Well, it's at night, dude. You can't see them as much. Like silver guns and them real pretty chrome guns are super reflective.
Yeah.
So at night, if you walk under a street post or whatever, and you have that gun out, like people can see that miles away and all that shit. And if you have an all black gun, they can't see it as well at night. So it's actually a tactical thing to have darker guns.
Damn right. I agree with that 100%.
Dude, I used to have a bulletproof vest. I was looking at some, but man, I'm so damn. I bought one that was too small, so it would come up to. I'm really tall. I'm like 6'2", and this thing was like really for somebody who was more like 5'10" or 5'9" or 5 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it came up to like my mid torso, and there's a big part of my stomach still not in it.
Sometimes they work. I mean, the little ones, I always put 2 on. I put the bigger one on, and then I put a little one on top of that one. And then you put a metal plate in the center of that. Put a little metal plate that goes to your belly button, up to your about the size of your heart, right there upwards. And you zip it up, and it's fucking tight as fuck. And that plate stays right there, and it just, you're protected right there in that torso, right in that kill frame.
Heart, yeah. You want to protect the heart the most, dude. That is the number one shit.
My legs, you can shoot those, but don't shoot the gut and the chest.
Yeah, and most people suck at headshots, so yeah, they make bulletproof helmets, so
I feel like they all go through. I feel like they all go through. If you look at like wars in Iraq, I mean the Marines, they'd be like, "Look at this bullet come through, almost killed me, but it stopped a little bit."
No, dude, I saw this one video where this motherfucker got dinked in one of those helmets, and it was totally bulletproof. He got shot with a sniper, and it fucking it was some fancy shit. I don't know. I wish I knew the video. I'd send it to you. But this motherfucker, they're in a gunfight, right? And you hear it. Dang! Like just hit that motherfucker. And then he pulls off his helmet. He gets the cover or whatever, and he pulls off. They're all laughing like, you about the luckiest motherfucker, dude. Like, because you can see the big ass dent and shit. I mean, also it depends. The caliber matters too, because like the bulletproof vest I had would only go up to 308, so if you had something like a 50 cal or some shit, it would just blow right through that vest.
Yeah, something like mine too. Yeah, but around here they have AKs, like level 3, Tech 9s, 9mm, 308.
It stopped AK. It stopped AK. AK is smaller than 308. Yeah. Exactly, AR round.
You don't have to worry about small 50 cals. Maybe a 50 cal pistol.
That's like military shit.
Now people on the street do have 50 cal pistols.
Yeah, but a 50 cal pistol, the 50 ACP is not the same as a 50 cal center rifle round. That's a huge difference. So the same circumference, but the powder is so much, because in the 50 you can have like almost up to 1,000 grains of gunpowder, and that thing is just insane. I mean, the 45-70, dude, is enough for me. To me, I want a 45-70. It only comes with lever action. I don't know if you know anything about a 45-70, but dude, that motherfucker will blow your whole goddamn torso away. Like they have videos where they're shooting like cow torsos, and that shit just obliterates. Because you can go up to 500 grains of powder on that, and it's a huge bullet.
It's like a 50 cal musket.
It's like
something
basically
high grain.
It's so smaller. It's like a off-brand version of a 50 cal.
Yeah, I got one.
It's like the off-brand
musket 150.
Clever.
I think it's 55 or 50.
45-70. I've seen the 45-70 in what was it? Call of Duty Cold War has it. Maybe it was Modern Warfare. I don't remember. One of them Call of Duties has the fucking lever action. And it says 45-70 government. It was made by the U.S. government back in like 1850 something is when something like that 45-70 was created. So that's why they call it government. If you ever see 45-70 government, it's just the name of the caliber. It's not because it's just government only or anything stupid. It's just that's who made it and who got to name it.
Yeah.
Kind of like you got 40 Smith & Wesson.
The government don't want you to have a bulletproof vest. You can have a bulletproof vest. A damn press officer can have a fucking bulletproof
Actually,
vest.
it's illegal in California, in certain
Is it?
spots if you don't have a permit. Yeah, it's illegal in New
You
York.
think they
It's
want to
illegal in
protect
Chicago.
yourself, you know?
I know it's a dumb law, dude. But yeah, it actually is. It's illegal to have a bulletproof vest
Especially
in certain
those
states.
places, like the highest murder rate in New
No,
York, Chicago.
you gotta have a license for it in Cali. I mean, it's possible to get one in California for sure, especially if you're a celebrity. It's real easy to get one, but like regular
Yeah, the
people,
cops
it's a lot
follow them,
harder.
watches them, protects
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And you're like, will
But
you
yeah,
protect me? No. It'd take us 30 minutes to get there to you when your husband's cutting your throat.
shit, yeah.
The laws at the celebrity's house, they're right out the door. We can holler at them. Or we can give them a
they
little
have
money and they'll
bodyguards.
keep it quiet.
Yeah,
We'll pay some to
exactly.
your sheriff's department, sir. Okay, that works.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear that, but where I live, dude, I mean, I got really relaxed gun laws here, so of course all that's
the same
legal.
way as Kentucky. You can have a concealed
Kentucky,
carry
yeah, I'm
now.
in Texas.
You can have a concealed
Yep.
carry now without having a permit. But somebody said something about
Same.
they're trying to change that back or something. I don't know.
I don't
Fucking
know.
bullshit they do.
They made it where in Texas you didn't have to have a license. I don't know when I've had a license for so long for a gun, I don't know. I like having a license. I mean, even when it's time to renew, and I'll tell you why, is because I've been arrested several times, so whenever they do a background check, I usually get delayed. And even though I can legally have one, it's still like such a fucking hassle to be delayed, and especially if you're at a
Anybody
gun
gets a
show and you're
hassle
2 hours.
with a
But
gun,
with a
you know.
license, they don't even do a background check. I just fill out the paper, like the registration, well, not registration, but the little fucking paper you got to fill out, and that's it. They don't even call the ATF on me or whatever because I have a valid concealed license or license to carry, as they call it.
I got
Makes it
ATF
so
wants
much
to talk
easier.
to me over a fucking shotgun I pawned.
Really?
Yeah, he took my damn pardon. He took my damn shotgun. I accidentally wrote on a piece of paper that I had a drug charge. And he said, "Have you ever had a charge? And you got caught with a gun or a drug charge or something?" And I didn't check it. They scanned it through, and it red flag. It was like, "Here's this number. Go talk to this ATF officer up here at the federal courthouse." And I was like, "Screw that! I'm going home."
I'm not trying to go there.
And I ain't
We can
never
talk on
been.
the
I
phone.
lost my gun. I never went there. I never went back for my gun. I give them the money, and I ain't been there since. I was like, screw that.
Fuck that. Keep the whole shotgun, dude.
Yeah.
Like, whatever,
And it was a
dude.
damn, like, 16th, 17th birthday present, bro. Like, a big,
Damn.
long Mossberg camouflage 12 gauge.
Oh, hell yeah. Duck hunting gun,
Big,
bird
long,
gun.
some, yeah, it was for
Yeah.
turkeys and squirrel hunting. What I got it for.
Man, I need to get me one of those. Yeah, I need to get me. I've been looking at
And it had
getting like a
glow in the
20-inch
dark
barrel.
sights.
Hell yeah, good for shooting birds, I'm sure. Ducks and stuff.
Squirrels.
I need to get me a good duck gun.
Right at the edge of morning.
I got a motherfucking. I need to do a gun check on my shit. I just bought a Mossberg 590.
Oh yeah, them are now.
Yeah, I had a couple other shotguns, but
Ain't that one of
this
them
one's
two
the
barrels?
nicest.
Ain't that one of them just two barrel shotguns?
No, it's the one that a lot of police use. The military use this one.
Like a
It's
door
a
breacher?
pump. Yeah, it's
A
18
pistol
inch.
grip?
Real short. Nah, I
Or
don't have
is
the.
it, I meant like a hand grip, like a, the first grip, and it's got
You
like a
can
foldable
put all
stock.
that. Yeah, you can put all that on them, but mine's just for standard.
Yeah, that's what
Standard
mine's got.
shotgun, not
My
fancy.
12 gauge. I got a Savage 12 gauge.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard nothing but good thing about Savages. You can get them pretty cheap and they shoot good. Is what I understand.
It's got like
It comes with a folding
a
stock,
saw,
right? They sell that shit at Academy.
muzzle. It's got like a saw muzzle, and you could like fold the stock, and it has a pistol grip, and it's black.
Oh yeah,
And it
it's
has
dope.
a foldable stock. And it's like, for breaching.
I gotta have a stock on them for sure. I used to be able to pistol grip that shit, but you can't aim for shit with that because it throws you around too much. But now that I don't know, like I shot a pistol grip like last year or so, and that shit hurt the fuck out of my wrist. I was shooting buckshot and all that shit out of it. I was like, man, that shit made my wrist hurt the next day. I'm like, I put a stock on that motherfucker. As soon as I came back from shooting, I put the stock back on it. I'm like, I don't want But if you have a foldable stock with the pistol grip, that would work. I could do that. Like I want a stock on the shotgun.
And it's just perfect for your shoulder because you can adjust it up or down and figure out the
it's
right
like a rifle.
person's leap. Yeah, just like an AR.
Yeah,
But
I used to have a fucking Mossberg 88 that was like that.
That's what it
I
looks
missed
like, is
that.
the AR stock on the rear.
I might fucking put one of those on this. Now that you got me thinking about it, like that might be a good idea.
I'm looking for
there's
a
so
good
many guns I
Ruger
still want.
1022. Stainless steel.
Dude, me too. I've been looking at stainless steel, because they have the black one for like cheaper, and then they have the stainless steel one that looks so much better, dude.
Yeah. I got a 30.
Yes.
I got a drum for it, a 30 round clip, and I got a 50 round drum.
Damn, things are so fun. I've shot them, dude. They're the funnest goddamn gun ever, because they're 22s. You can shoot them forever, and they shoot so fucking fast.
And they're
so accurate. And they don't jam. Yes, every rigger I shot never jammed. Then it shot fast as fuck. Anything you put in it, it was shooting that shit.
That's just why they invented boat action, because they don't never jam. Or they don't never, misfire. Like a damn like a semi-auto does. A semi-auto fucking misfires constantly. You'll pop, click.
Oh, yeah. I've had to deal with a bunch of shit.
And you have to get
dude,
my AK.
Dude, my AK actually broke, bro. It fucking went full auto on me.
Oh, shit.
Actually, at one time. Yeah,
like
but it would jam.
To do.
Well, it would jam, though, is the downfall. You'd hold down the trigger, and it would shoot, and then it would jam after, like, the 10th, 15th shot. It wouldn't go full clip. You know, what happened, though, is it broke. It wasn't that I modified it or anything.
You didn't grind the gears down?
The trigger... No, I didn't do anything to it. I was just shooting it, and then it scared us really, because I was shooting it and it started going automatic, and they were like, and I was shooting at this pond. Yeah, it was like something about the sear pin broke on it, and it was the recoil was like coming back, and it was shooting every time. I went and got it fixed.
Every time it was shaking.
I got it fixed. I shot it one time after that, and what was dangerous is it would shoot without you pulling the trigger. So if you like had one in the chamber and you like hit the gun or whatever, it would fire. So it was extremely dangerous. So I got it fixed ASAP. But yeah, it was fucking cool to shoot it automatic though. Not gonna lie, this shit was fun as fuck when it lasted, because it was like it was so fast, and that bitch you couldn't hit shit with it. That motherfucker AK goddamn throw you around on semi, dude. Automatic is really throwing you around. I see why they call them choppers, dude. I get it. I fucking get it.
You need a 2-round or a 3-round burst. That's what I believe.
Man, yeah. Have you heard about the binary triggers? They still have them. They're about $400. You can drop them in the AR. You can make it where it's full auto, semi, or 3-round burst.
I got an SK.
Or wait, actually,
trigger
about
mechanism
3-round burst.
That does that.
Yeah, it's some kind of loophole in the law, dude. But you can make your shit full auto still, and it's like $400
you
for
gotta
it.
Switch them in and out though. You can't leave it in there
trigger.
constantly.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, just for legal. I mean, I don't think I would want that in there. I probably would, because I have like 3 ARs, so I can just like I'd put one trigger. Yeah, it'd be like a throwaway. But I mean, it's legal, so. Somehow, some way, you buy it online.
Day it ain't, and then it's a throwaway.
Yeah, they are for sure gonna. Yeah, it's for sure not gonna be legal forever. I'm sure.
Like a bump stock.
Yeah, Trump, dude. He like had to give the liberals something, I guess. Here's a bone, you fucking liberals. You know.
That was fucked up. I can't believe he done that gun laws.
I know,
sometimes
dude.
it feels like the gun laws are better under the Democrats, though. Like, have you noticed so far they ain't banned ARs? Yeah, exactly. There's no ARs and
Republicans.
But the
pot, Republicans can actually do shit.
They need to legalize it.
Dude, yeah, I know. Federally, on a federal level.
Yeah.
And they should make it where the states can't make it illegal.
Sponge. I got caught 19 with 72 grams of marijuana and a pump shotgun, and they raided my house with about 12 cops.
Wait, they came into your house and found it?
They busted my door down and said that people called and said that it was meth in there, and the only thing they found was marijuana.
And one shotgun?
Yeah, they found my pump. He was like, how many shells are in there? And I was like, it's extended. I took the plug out of it. It's got 16.
Yeah. Damn.
Double alt. I had the cop killer double alt in it. He didn't like that. He started jacking it back. He was like, how many shells in there? And they just kept And they was just going all over the floor, everywhere. And all the cops was looking at me, turned around, looked at me like, and I was like, I had it hid, so you didn't think I was going to use it on you.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use it against you. Like, it's just a gun. Fuck, I got guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, so what, do they charge you with each gun if you have drugs in your house?
They beat me and didn't charge me with the felony, with the gun.
Why? Well, like, how'd you get it? What if you had, like, multiple guns?
They beat me, that's really why they couldn't do it. They was like,
they beat you up?
Yeah, they got me on a misdemeanor and want me.
I'll take the ass whooping.
Exactly.
It's worth it.
Steel toe boots to the face. 3 of them.
Ugh, that would be rough.
Yeah, they was mistreating my mom. Me handcuffed, I bucked up on them. Next thing I know, I'm on the ground and fucking kicking me.
Yeah,
that was back
I ain't been beat up that bad, but
that was back before body cameras.
Before body cams.
Yeah. 2016,
I got roughed up.
I think 17 or 15 maybe. What was it? I was 19 years old. I'm 26 now. So
yeah,
whatever year that was.
Right.
I stayed a night in jail and I put my money in a crack before I went into the fucking thing. Because the cop told me, he said, they're going to take your money when you go in there. I said, fuck that. And I shoved it into a crack going in. And I come back out and it was there.
Damn.
I was like, hell yeah, there's my fucking $50.
Fuck the cops.
Yeah, fuck me, I ain't getting my money. And the next thing you know, they give me like a $300 bill or $200 bill for being there. I was like, yeah, I'll pay that later. And they was like, you gonna go to drug court now? And I was like, fuck that, I'm pleading guilty. I ain't going to drug court shit. And then they told me, oh yeah, you were supposed to go to drug court on that Friday when you got out. But, you know, since you pled guilty on Monday, you're good. I was like, really? They didn't tell me this. And they really didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to go to drug court and go over and get fucking bracelet or something. Tracked or something.
Over marijuana?
Yeah, they was gonna fucking drug court me and put me under like house arrest or something. You know, until I go to court and do whatever.
Dude, I wonder if you were to break in, if like every gun's a separate charge or how that works. If they find weed.
I know some people sold some guns over here, and they was fucking, law was hot, man. They fucking sold about 50 to 60 guns of this old guy, man. He had all kinds of collections. And somehow my girl Megan, she was involved in it. Knew the people somehow, was there or something. I don't know. He wanted my help, and I was like, man, I don't know. I know where they took it. That's where they said they took it. And that's all I could tell you. And he was wanting me to go to the cops about it. I was like, man, I don't know. I told you what I know, and I can't go to the cops. Because it really wasn't me involved. I mean, I was hearing second-hand information about the guns, you know. They said they took it to Louisville or somewhere in Kentucky to get them out of the county, anywhere around the county. They took a carload full of guns to Louisville immediately. And they was going to go and sell it to, you know, the black community and get them cheap.
Yeah.
So they go kill each other, I guess, or, you know, whatever they do.
I know, yeah. Gang shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's really a fucking...
You go up there with ARs stolen and fucking AKs and SKs and black powder guns and, you know, pistols. And that's all he had. He had all kinds of shit.
Well, I'd be happy to get it from you.
Yeah, and he broke in their house and them living next door. And the same family. It's their family. They lived in like a community of family. Like this neighbor's their friend, this neighbor's their friend, and then that's it.
They knew like that.
Mm-hmm. Washed their house. And they must have watched them leave or something. And I don't know. She was on meth at the time. She got hooked on meth real bad, so you know. And that's what the factor was in all of it. All of them got hooked up on meth and shit.
Fuck, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. And then that guy lost all his fucking guns. And I'm a gun
you said
owner.
50 or 60, I just would
probably
be so...
Probably more now. I think he said like 120 or something. I don't know.
Oh,
it was like his collection, his dad's collection, you know, shit like that. You know, and it was like ARs, A's. Every time I went to her house, you heard him over a sheet. Like he was that type of gun. He shot 1,000 rounds a day, and they probably stole more than that in ammunition, you know, 12 gauge, 22s, all this.
So they got
fucking
away with probably over
whole
$100,000 lick.
Yes, and that's the reason why the law was
Easy.
so hot, and I was trying to help. I mean,
Yeah, that's like $100,000-$200,000 lick, bro. Depending
Yes.
on what guns they are, even more.
That's
you
like
know?
me and my dad's collection. Me and him has about 600-700 guns.
Oh God.
And that's a
God,
variety.
that's a lot. That's
and
way
that's a
more
variety
than
of
my dad
places.
got.
That's a variety of places. That's not
Right,
one
not
big
all in one
hoard.
area. I
Yeah.
don't keep all my guns in my house, that's for sure. I got mine kind of spread out just for that reason, in case somebody fucking breaks in. Because I don't need goddamn 30 guns
You
in
need
my
a
house.
big
You know, I just need
giant
a few.
safe that takes a fucking
Yeah,
forklift to move. Is
exactly.
what me and my dad got.
Yeah, that's where I have them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could hold
In a
400 to
safe.
500 guns into one of those, and it's crazy how big they are, but they're tough. Like it would take literally like 10 people to move it.
You have one of those walk-in safes?
No, it's just one of them. It's just one of them ones you take a fucking
Huge.
forklift. Yeah, we put it in our building that
Wow,
has
yeah,
no
that's a big one.
electricity and stuff, and nobody could pick it up. And it has like a handprint finger hands, and it has the wheel, and it has like a backup thing where you can use a key.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of those. Yeah, yep. Just
And
like
my
that.
dad
It's a
went
fingerprint
to Tractor
wheel.
Supply up here and got one, and got it, and he's paying payments on it. And he's already got
That's
it paid
badass
off.
safe.
Yeah, he's already got it paid off.
I don't have that many guns for that, but that would be good even for what I do got, because you know how safe they would be.
And what he does is he's got other safes up at his other house, so he moves them back and forth. Like if he wants to take his AR as his stand, he's got a stand too. That we got. Or 2 weapons.
I don't know, man. I hope I can get some more guns, dude. I started a new job on Monday, and it's supposed to pay like really well, so I'm really fucking excited, dude. They just called me today.
Buy ammo.
Can't wait.
Ammo,
Oh,
and food and water. That's what you need to buy. Fuck the guns. We got enough guns. You probably got enough guns too.
That's probably right.
Buy
I
ammo.
do, yeah,
buy
really.
ammo, clips, fucking, things that you can make bullets with.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what it's coming down to. We're going to have to start making our own metals. We're going to have to start making our own lead or silver.
I'm going to have to get some primers and shit like that. Some press. My dad can make ammo,
and shit, like to oil your guns, to keep them all safe, and cottons and cases and waterproof cases. Like, I'm telling you, something's coming. We need to prepare. If I had the money and the means, it'd already be done. Straight up.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I can't wait to start making some real money.
It's the number one right now. If somebody was smart, they'd be gathering all the fucking water they can get. And I don't care if it's the bad water or the good water that they say that it's alkaline. Water, yes, because you're going to need it. Straight up, water is going to be the number one resource right now. And I've already seen it. All the lakes in America are drying up. And it's going to come. We're going to start drinking ocean water. And that's always going to come. We're going to build some kind of system.
We had to build a system to do the ocean water.
And then even then, it's going to start drying up. Because the Antarctic is fucking melting. So it means it's going to raise the tide. It means it's going to start dropping the sea level those deep down. There are deeper holes down in the ocean that we have to fill.
Dude, it's gonna fucking suck.
And it's already happened. The big government is putting millions of dollars of food, water, everything underground and storing it for just in case. That's why you see all these truckers on TikTok saying, we're going underneath this warehouse. We're packing stuff in. We don't know what it is, but we're getting paid hell of good money to do it. And it's the reason why they're taking it and they're shipping it and they're fucking, even like military equipment, guns, ammo, World War II stuff. The World War II stuff really lasts forever. Like, World War II stuff is still going today. It's modern day. So that's probably what people need to start buying, like Mosley guns, Stens, little shit like that. Is what it's coming down to. We need to start preparing, and we need to start going underground. That's the thing. You can't stay on the top of soil no more. It's underground only.
Oh man, oh no. I know I've set up a pandemic room. Whenever that happened, got a whole bunch of extra food and water and stuff already.
You need to build a hidden room if
I've been
anything.
prepping. Yeah, I don't have the means to do that.
Hey, I'm telling you, you could take a closet and put a piece of panel up, and they couldn't tell. You know what I mean? Put a little piece of 2x4 on the backside, make it tough. It'll work.
Yep.
Trust me. I know. I got an old bathroom that I don't use now. You can't even tell.
Funny.
This looks like the wall, but it's full of
That's
shit.
pretty good. Yep. Man,
The
fucking.
only thing I'm worried about is the place burning down.
Yeah, I just figured, I mean, we're all probably going to die soon. We won't have to worry about it.
I don't believe we're going to die in nuclear warfare and anything like that.
I hope not. I don't know.
I don't believe that shit. They're too pussy.
I know I want to smoke some fucking DMT before I die, just so I can kind of get a look at what we're dealing with here.
I want to kill fucking Russian before I die. Get that fucking notch.
Yeah.
Even though I don't want to kill, but he's fucking with the wrong people right now. And he's going to get his fucking ass whooped. And he deserves it when you're raping and pillaging.
What did he say? He said he could take out NATO in 30 minutes, but he also said he could take Ukraine in 3 days. So
and it's been 3 months now. Yeah.
Yeah, you little cocky bitch. You can't even take Ukraine. You still ain't even killed the president.
Can't even
so.
get gasoline 100 miles across the border. Having problems. 100 miles. We
You're
can go
gonna
around
take
the
out all
world
of
and
NATO?
be refueled in a fucking hour.
Exactly.
Of anything. And they couldn't even fucking fly their doomsday machine. The parade. I watched the parade live. I wanted to see what was going to happen. The whole United States was up at 4 in the morning. Or they woke up early. You know, to see that shit.
Yeah.
It's daytime over there when it's dark over here.
Oh man, it's crazy. Oh yeah, I don't know about the whole fucking Putin thing. He's acting like a damn idiot.
He's dying, it's really lying.
I haven't even been plugged into it. I don't know.
I believe he's dying. His cheeks got real fat. Quick. Like he's taking steroids.
What, do you think he's got like a disease or something?
They said he has a dementia or whatever that fucking takes over your body. That one famous actor had and he killed himself. Not Jack Nicholson. What's his name? That one that was a real funny comedian.
What are you saying? Which one? Jack Nicholson?
No, it's somebody else. That one that played in RV. That guy.
Robin Williams?
Yeah, he was dementia or what is it, something. Tourette or something.
Hell, Biden's got dementia.
With
Where
all
he
his
forgets shit.
body. Yeah, we all got that. Hell, I can't remember what I ate yesterday.
No, like you forget who you are, like type shit. Like you forget everything. Forget who people are. I don't know. Well, fucking yeah, bunch of Russian, man. Hopefully all that calms down. I don't know. Like I've just been so like comfortable with death that I just like I used to really worry about it, but now I'm just kind of like okay. You know?
Don't care whether it happens.
I'll fight.
Or not.
Don't get me wrong. I got plenty of fight in me. But at the same time, if I die, like if I were to die today, I'd be okay with it. Like it's been a cool ride. I made it to 30. Like it's all good. Like
just imagine when you reincarnate, what the world's gonna be though.
Oh shit, man! I don't think I'm gonna sign up. I think I'm gonna stay off in the spiritual realm for a while. I don't think I'm gonna sign back up, be human for a while. I get
like
it that we probably all chose.
You'll be right back. You'll be like, probably as soon as you die, you probably get right back. Who knows? And it just takes
I don't know,
forever.
dude. That's why I want to smoke fucking DMT so I can see the motherfucking spiritual realm before I die. Like, dude, I can't. Like, you heard about DMT?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a hallucination drug.
Shit, it's that. Oh, it's a lot more than that. It's DMT is a chemical your brain makes when you die, and it makes it like when it first comes into life, like when you're first born. It releases it during REM sleep, and like when you die, it's like fucking crazy. Like when you REM sleep, it's like barely anything. Like it's not nothing. You get a huge hit when you're first born, and a huge, like the biggest hit when you die. Like your liver makes it, your kidneys make it, like all living things make this shit. And when you smoke the motherfucker, you literally go into another dimension and see other entities and everything, dude. And you can say that's all in your head, but, dude, when you do it, either way, the experience is like it's really real. I mean, because it feels more real than life. Like, it feels so... It makes this shit look like a dream. Like, none of the, like, more like a simulation type thing. is what it seems
I
like
believe
when you
this
come
place
back.
is a simulation.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. And then you pop over there, and it's like, oh yeah, this is where we come from. Like, yeah, this is what we are. We're just like energy, like type stuff, like it's a spirit thing. And yeah,
But I
it's
feel
fucking
like
cool as
good
fuck.
and evil battle, and we're like the people that's in the middle of it, and they take control of us and use us for this, use us for that.
I think so, dude. I don't know. I've seen fucking shit with the Ouija board, so I know there's like dark shit. There's some really bad shit, like
They could break
energy
your
out
whole
there.
body right now if they wanted to with this force,
Well, they
the
better
unknown
not.
force.
I'd fight them. I'd fight them so hard as much as I could. I'd fight them motherfuckers.
But that's it. They
Yeah.
built something into us as a fear thing that keeps us still. You ever notice when people goes in like a deep fear, like something bad really happened, they can't move, they just freeze. And I think they built something that they can control in us to do that. Just you're froze. You can't move. You're like you're forced, you know, to the ground or something.
Oh, when you're in fear like that?
I believe.
There's
I
only
woke
been
up in the
2
middle of the
times
night
I've been
one
in a
time.
fear.
Exactly. I woke up one night in a fear, panic state. My fucking whole body was straight as an arrow, and I swear all my muscles was coming out. And I woke up, my heart going 90 miles an hour, and I was like, what the hell is happening? And it took me 10 minutes before I could start moving to calm my body down to wonder, like, what was happening when I was sleeping? Because I woke up, don't know what the hell
That's
happened.
weird.
And I was like something was holding me down using my dream, or I feel like they go into another world. When I sleep, maybe the other person wakes up, and then when he sleeps, I wake up, or something, you know?
Oh, I don't know, but I definitely think that when we go to sleep, it's in the 4th dimension. I really think that.
Happens, and we're out,
Yeah, you're
and
in
we
another
don't
dimension.
know what's happening.
It's so natural, and when you come back, your brain just like fucking erases it. That's why you don't even remember
and
half
you
your
have to
dreams.
look around to realize where you're at and start remembering, like, oh yeah, here I am. Okay.
Yeah,
I know what's happening.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm in this world again. Okay, this is the real world. Okay.
Like, I woke up and thought I was at my house, and really I'm at somebody else's house. And I'm like, oh yeah, I remember now. You know, I came down here, and you know this.
Yeah.
That, you know. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
You're disoriented. I know what you mean when you sleep somewhere different. Because, yeah, it's really like you're slipping off to another dimension, bro. I've seen so much crazy shit just like you have in dreams, and it's just like, and some dreams feel so real, dude. It's like so real, and even to you, like during a dream, it's just like it's as real as here almost. It seems like, and some of those things. I don't know. I've been in some really crazy dreams, dude, and it's just like there's something really profound. But they know for a fact. Whether you remember your dream or not, you still dream. You're like, there's still during REM sleep, which is like the 6 hour or something that you're been asleep. So if you don't sleep that long, you won't particularly have much dreams. You might. Everybody's a little different, but for most people, it's like 5 to 6 hours, something like that. DMT is being released. So, and DMT is kind of thought of like as like a kind of a portal, like a doorway to the other spiritual, dude. I just want to say it's where we come from, bro. Because from my experience with psychedelics and the spirit shit and all that, it really seems like we're more of a spirit going through a human experience than a human experience in like spiritual stuff. It seems like we more have come from there, and like we like chose to be here for whatever reason, and we're supposed to do something here for something.
I feel like we're slaves
Think
and we
so?
can't get out. That's what I believe.
Oh,
and
no,
we're stuck
I
here
don't know.
forever. You can die and you're
It don't
still
seem
fucking
like
pop
that.
back here. I believe that.
Oh, it better not. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like that when you're in the spiritual thing.
Deep down, it's going to be unlimited. You might come back this time and have a great life. You might come back this time and have an awful life. You might come back this time and have the fucking shittiest life. Deadbeat mom or deadbeat dad and a great mom. You know, any scenario and 100 scenario. Imagine if you live and you die, you live and you die, but it's unlimited and it's a hell. Because really, you just want to die and just come back once. You know, you don't want to live forever. Think about it. It's fucking awful. You have to go through all this pain and suffering all through your life.
Yeah.
And then die.
Yeah, definitely.
And then go through it like what happened, all these weird feelings. And I don't know, it's just fucking crazy. But at the same time, you don't want to die. But you want to come back with the same parents. And that's the thing. I think you have different parents. Like, I believe I was like in the military or something in my last life. And that's the reason why I like military. You know, I'm into that shit. You know,
who knows? I definitely think we've had past lives, 100%.
Guns,
man.
Why do I have a fascination with guns and women and you know, gaming? video and war games, like something.
So I got
like,
a story to tell you on that subject.
Something adds up, just like crazy.
Yeah, so the closest thing that the one why I think a little differently about it is because DMT, like they've seen on DMT, on shrooms, on high enough dose. I never have, but I definitely believe I connected to another dimension, bro. I 100% believe it. I know,
like
like
another planet, like an Earth-like baby planet.
No, it's hard to explain. I'll try to explain it the best I can. It's so hard. It's so unhuman that it's hard to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll just tell you what happened. So on shrooms, just to give you kind of backdrop, it like makes you really sensitive to like people's emotions and like energy. Like, so if you're like really angry, I would be able to sense it really well. It'd be like hyper. It'd be almost like I'm experiencing
like
the same energy.
Expression?
Well, that too. I mean, like everything. You're just hyper aware of like people's emotions and feelings and like life itself. And like, dude, it seems like when you walk outside, like when I walked outside, it was no question the trees were alive, and like you can feel their energy, and they were like dancing. You see shit moving around. It's like everything comes alive. You see like pictures move on your wall, your TV coming. It's so cool. But I fucking love shrooms. But anyway, the cool stuff, like, okay, this was like, I took a huge dose, dude. I probably did like 9 or 10 grams. And before this, I smoked salvia, and that's another thing where my spirit kind of left my body, and I took it in that in a second. But, like, so I had already kind of experienced something, kind of weird on that level, right? But anyways, on the shrooms, like, my sister had called me, and she was in Mexico, and she had called me, and, like, I was talking to her, and she was like worried that she was gonna die because she like had this weird pain coming on her chest, and she couldn't go see a doctor because she was in fucking Mexico, and she had to wait like a week or so to come back to America. So she was just like scared as fuck. And so, like when I was talking on her phone, I could sense her energy, right? And like I could tell she's really upset. It's so weird to explain. But, like, it's so hyper real, and you're just so connected to that, to whoever. And I love the fuck out of my sister, so I was just like, whoa. I'm just like, all the love I have for her, dude, was just like surfaced up in my chest, and you could feel it. It was like a physical thing. And I was like, wow, I love you so much.
She's gonna die,
Yes, yeah, and I was like really connecting to that. And, okay, so that's not what I'm getting at. I'm just telling you that's like kind of how this happened. Later on, I started peaking on the shrooms. Like, this point time has slowed the fuck down, dude. I'm seeing, like, if you ever do shrooms, you'll see, like, holographic. Everything has kind of like a holographic, almost energetic looking. You remember those old Pokemon cards that were holographic and they were real pretty and shiny? It was like a real life version of that, but like better. Like, that's really a dumb way to explain it, but like it's a lot more intense and a lot more kind of that nature where it's just like energetic looking, and it's more of an energetic feel. Like everything has an energetic thing to it. And anyway, so at this point, I'm laying on my bed, and I have a painting in my room from my grandma that passed away years ago. She drew this painting of a bunch of palm trees because I've always been real into the beach and earth stuff and earth art and stuff like that. And anyway, so at this point, the palm trees have been dancing, for hours now. Now I've been seeing them dance and stuff, and I'm tweaking hard, or not tweaking, but peaking, so I'm trying to say. And at this point, when I look around the room, everything is like choppy, like it looks like a DVD that's kind of skipping the frames or something like that. And time is like completely changed, dude. I know, the way I perceive time, slow, so slow, like amazing, like peacefully slow. And I remember I laid down, dude, and I started feeling like to like lose sense of my body. Like I wasn't even worried about I wasn't breathing on my own. I couldn't move. I remember like my arm and shit, I couldn't like move hardly. It was almost like I became like paralyzed, but it didn't hurt. It wasn't scary. It was like, it felt natural. It was just like, okay. And then, like, dude, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like, it was almost not like a portal, but like more natural than that. It was just like this energy. I could feel my grandma, like it felt like she was like coming through the pain. Like I could feel her love
Like she
and
was
just her
there?
presence, and like through the painting, like I could like sense, like it was almost like this energy thing was coming from the painting. And like I don't know how to explain it, because you're so like not even in your human normal consciousness at this point. You're so, it's like almost like I was like connecting, like I could tell that something was opening up, okay? And I was starting to leave my body, and I could feel that like who's talking to you right now, me, like that's controlling this body, was fucking leaving it, and it felt great. But I felt all the resistance from my body. My body didn't let me leave very far, but it let me go a little bit. It let me kind of leave a little bit, and I kind of connected through this thing. And dude, the feeling of love, and just like how beautiful like it is to be a human, and like just to be alive and stuff like that. And it's love, bro. I can't even explain it. Like you could make every human, you take all the nuclear weapons in the world, all the guns in the world, all that shit, dude. You can make every human work on making nukes 24/7. Get as many nukes as you possibly can. It wouldn't hold a thread to the power, dude. Like it was not human at all. It was just the love. It was like it saw all through your bullshit. It was understanding, but it was like connected to my sister, and like I connected, and I was like connecting almost like vines on a tree. Like it was like I was like boom, connected, and I can tell it was really familiar. Like it was like I've been here, like I felt this before. It was like kind of like a familiar homie feeling, and like and time changed. I
Familiar
started
homie.
thinking, yeah, like a home, like you come home and it's home sweet home, you know, that kind of feeling. And also time, like I could tell like my whole 20s, because I'm like 30 now. I was thinking about that, like whoa, like I like all this. You just like get this information. I don't know where this information is coming from, but it's like
Like it
know
opened
things.
something
And
up in your brain.
yes, like it opened something in your brain, and it was like I had known my sister. I was connecting to her fear, so I was trying to find her spirit, like in that, and through this like connecting. It was like as if I was connected to this like big circle, like almost like a tornado of love. I don't know how weird that sounds, but I don't know how to describe it, just because it's so
Tornado of
inhuman.
love. I love
It
it.
was so weird, dude. Like, but fucking, I could tell like my sister, like she was hurting. I could feel her in there, and I just like knew that we had came in this life together, and I had known her forever. Like it was like no time to it, because it's like it was like it was like infinite. You know, like I've known her forever, and she's not Heather there. It was like her spirit is so much more above just being Heather, you know, like or me being me Brandon, you know. So like I'm just so, it's just like you're not even human anymore, like in that place. And fucking, I don't know, dude. It was really strange, and it was really cool. It just made me realize how much I loved her, because you felt all that
How
shit,
much
and
you
you could
was
tell that she
loved.
loved me back. Yeah, and but it also it was obvious that this life was like just like this life was like a dream, dude. Like we had lived multiple lives. Like the human thing wasn't really real. Like it wasn't the real thing, and like this will be over soon, like in like a blink of an eye, because my whole 20s was just like a moment there, and I started thinking about my whole life, and it was just like my whole life from 30 years old in that space time or whatever you want to call it was only like a moment, like 2 or 3 seconds here. Like just moment, boom, life. That's all your life. That's how quick it is there, like this life. So it's like this will be over soon, and we're going to be right back to whatever that is. And I don't know. I just saw a peek of it, and I tried to leave, dude. I remember I tried to leave my body. I was like, "Let me go, let me go see it," because I couldn't see it. I only knew it was there. I wasn't able to actually see it. That way. I mean, everything was holographic, but I didn't actually get to see it or go and see what all that was. And I felt the resistance from my body, and my body was like, nope. And so I came right back, dude. It felt like shit.
Yeah. I was about to say I've always been a good person. I know I've done a few
Yeah.
bad
You
things in my
don't want to
life
be a
that I want to
Vex.
replace, but
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't wish interdimensional torture on nobody.
hell
It's,
no. I wouldn't wish the
yeah, because,
COVID on nobody either because I had it. I wouldn't wish it on my worst
dude,
enemy.
yeah, that shit sucks too. But nah, yeah, I know that was long as fuck, but yeah, that was closest thing I've gotten. I've smoked DMT, but I haven't done a crossover, and that shit was weird, dude. I saw the tunnel, and that thing fucking scared the shit out, because everybody says you go through the tunnel, and then
What
everybody
kind
says
of
there's strange.
tunnel? A
So
tunnel of
people
life?
describe, like, people like Joe Rogan talks about it a lot. Like, people can talk about it better than I can, but basically when you smoke DMT, dude, you'll start seeing all these shapes, and like your vision will become very clear in the room. It's almost like you have been looking through life like through a fog or whatever, and that gets lifted and you can see the colors. I mean, it's really strange, but you see this tunnel, right? Like, you're going to see a tunnel. It's like your spirit is like, you'll feel like your spirit or whatever you want to call it is just like rocketed out of your body, just like shot out of your body. Like, it's almost like somebody put you in a roller coaster and just boom, shot you up through space, right? That's what it feels like. And you blast off into this tunnel. And after the tunnel, once you get through the tunnel, and everybody's tunnel's a little different. I mean, but there's always a tunnel. There's like a tunnel that connects this realm to that realm. And you blast through it, and then boom, you're into this other dimension. And, you know, people describe like similar places and other entities from all over the world. And like, there's just too much to this TMT shit for it not to be something. I think it's one of the best technologies we have to understanding, and I don't think it's the whole afterlife, and especially from my experience too. It's like, because like, and everybody I've talked to who's done DMT, it's like, it's not the
How
afterlife,
can I
because
get some?
afterlife, easiest way is just to make it. It's legal to buy all the shit, to make it or whatever, because it's really expensive and it's hard to find. Most people don't even know what it is, and if they do know what it is, it's just something they vaguely heard of. They don't actually know what it is. You know, they don't actually know what it is. And
I'd like to find some good acid.
no, that'd be something cool, dude. Acid. I actually haven't done acid, believe it or not.
Oh, I did
I would love
once.
to.
I did some shrooms too.
What'd you think?
The only thing, it was just colorful, like a colorful, you know, the TV was like
Yeah, that's what I
3D.
just said. Yeah, that's how shrooms do too. It's like everything's like 3D. It's like TV looks so fucking wild.
Like a TV was outside of the TV a little bit.
Yeah. And you know that
I
thing
went down in the middle of the road and looked at a tractor and trailer coming toward me, and it was amazing. I almost got hit, but I moved.
Wasn't it?
Last second.
It looked amazing though. You're like, wow, look at this fucking
And it's
thing.
coming
This
so
thing is so
quick
awesome.
and so fast, and it's so big
Yeah.
and loud.
Everything is so fucking
sky,
cool.
It's bluish, like the whole sky was bluish.
You're like, man, how could this be so beautiful and we take it for granted, dude? Yeah,
And
everything's so fucking beautiful.
And you're not scared, you know. Like sometimes I always have them
it's like nature.
scared feelings in the dark, you know. 'Cause I don't know what lurks in it because I can't see. You know.
What's
so,
a natural fear?
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of, you
Being
know,
all
since
alone, we could be all
I
alone,
think we might
we'd be all robots or something. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a fucking shrooms is something else. I know I got in my buddy's truck and I was like, wow, this looked like we're getting a spaceship, dude. Or he started sounding so lame now, but we were driving down the road. He put on the fucking Backstreet Boys song. It's not even something I would typically listen to sober, but dude, it was like the Backstreet Boys were so amazing. And it was like, Backstreet's back, alright! It's just the CD he had in it. And fucking, like, it was like they were putting on a concert, and it was just like, just for me, and it was just like this coolest fucking thing. Shrooms will just make anything better, dude. Make you really enjoy life.
It makes everything better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, joint, though, you're still very much grounded.
Are
Shrooms
you
is
two
contract.
fighting? Yes, you both smoke a joint and then talk to each other. Okay, I'm sorry for what I did, bro. Let me give you some stuff, and you give me some stuff, and I'll see you later. And then they get done from being high, and then they start back to war.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking, man, I hope they legalize it, man, because weed does not hurt nobody, don't kill nobody. Why is it even illegal? It's like, it's fucked up. It's so fucked up. There was a whole thing in the 30s with the government. We get it. Just legalize it. Fuck off.
Yeah, people redone the studies and come to find out that they suffocated the
Monkeys.
monkeys. Yes.
With oxygen, they gave them past 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, I know exactly. You know, like I know.
They
Yeah, they
smoke
lied about that
10
shit.
joints a day. I can't even smoke 10 joints a day or I'd be
Well, they
obliterated.
suffocate the motherfucker. After 4 minutes, you get brain damage without oxygen.
Yeah,
You
but
have
they
to have a
should have
certain
started
level of
slow.
oxygen.
They should have started slow. They did 10 joints at the first start. Every day, 10 joints. You can't do it like that. You have to do like a smoke the joint today, smoke a joint tomorrow,
Oh no, no,
and
no!
work
It's
your way up
worse.
to it.
It's worse than that. You know what they fucking put gas masks on these monkeys, and they would blow the THC into like a vaporizer type shit, and they would do it for like 10 minutes or so. They would still have oxygen so they wouldn't die, but after 4 minutes, dude, if you don't have proper oxygen, you'll start to lose brain cells. They did this repeatedly, and then they would take the brains of the fucking monkeys that did that to the other monkeys that didn't do that, and like say, look, this one has brain damage. This one don't. Weed is bad, but it's how they did those studies. They suffocated those fucking monkeys is what they did.
That's what they
and
wanted.
didn't tell the
They
public.
wanted them researches that way.
Yeah, because weed itself, if they were just smoking weed, it wouldn't. Weed
It
does
was a
not
no
kill your
drug
brain
time.
cells.
It was a no drug time.
Yeah, they did
Say no
studies
to
at
drugs.
colleges. In 2005, Harvard did a big study, and they came up with fucking weed does. I don't know if it's Harvard, but some of the H. I believe it's Harvard though. They came up with a study though, and they said that weed actually stimulates brain cell growth. Not only does it not damage it, it actually stimulates new brain cell growth. So what the fuck? They completely lied to us for almost 100 years now.
I feel like it does dumb you down.
Do what?
I feel like it does dumb you down. You're a little bit more dumber than what you would have been if you hadn't smoked
Maybe,
it.
but it doesn't damage your brain. I mean, brain damage is a big deal because that can really fuck your shit up, and it's not, you know,
Being
especially if
dumb
you
can
smoke
really
a
fuck
lot.
you up too. You want to be smart.
Affects everybody a little differently, but I don't know. To me, I think it makes me a little smarter sometimes. I think about deeper shit. But I've been smoking for
I can't focus.
15 years.
It's like I focus on
Really?
one thing and I can't focus on nothing else. Only one thing at a time.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it affects everybody a little differently.
Yeah, I heard about
I understand that.
You know, Vance, he smoked his first joint and he got fucked up. What
do you mean?
He's in his condition he is now. He's in the wheelchair, crippled.
What?
Because of him. Yeah.
Because of what? He's in a wheelchair?
Yeah, he smoked a joint and it fucked him up in his mind, he said. And he started going into seizures and shit. And it fucked him up. And he's been fucked up ever since.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's the reason why I think
so
he's probably
weird.
that little condition he is now. I mean, he can walk now. They started walking. He said he can use a cane now. But he was in a wheelchair for a long time.
All over weed? Are you sure it was over weed?
That's what he said. He said he smoked him a joint and it fucked him up. And him and his mom was even talking about it. He's like, yeah, I told him about the weed story. He said I didn't want to tell him, but figured I'd tell him. And it was like a big deal between his family. Like, nobody knew. Like, nobody wanted people to know, you know?
It's really sad, bro, honestly. It's actually
And
sad.
when
I mean,
you was sitting there talking about it, you was like, yeah, it affects different people. And I was like, yo, Vance. That's the reason why I
it
fucked
definitely
him.
does. I mean, everybody has different brain chemicals. I mean, certain drugs, like psychiatric drugs, may affect me one way and then affect you a totally different way because you have different chemicals. You know, and I have different chemicals. And, you know, and they mass produce these medicines and or whatever, and so they're not made for particularly our brain chemicals. All it is a bunch of fucking chemicals. You know, electrical pulses and a chemical. That's all your fucking brain is. A chemical reaction and
like
charged
an
up
atom.
electrical pulse.
It's like
Boom.
an atom. It's like splitting an atom.
Firing off. Yeah, just firing off. Boom, boom, boom. Every time we talk, every time we think, it's just a bunch of all that shit just firing. Boom, 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 boom through different neurons that have like different information.
Yeah.
It's wild. That's really all our brain is. It goes about 100 meters a second. Computer's got like 3 trillion. Hell, some of the AIs do like 6 trillion meters a second. Our brains do 100. Smart people do like Einstein was more like 200, but average person's about 100, 150. That's our fucking speed of how our brain travels. Goddamn, them AIs. I'm worried about AI, dude. I'm worried about them getting that real
Every
shit, the
time you see
Terminator
a
shit.
robot, you need to destroy it. I don't give a fuck if it's city or not.
Boy, they're
Destroy
gonna
it.
turn on us, dude. Like, they didn't make movies about it. Elon Musk telling us about it, too.
And then he advances robots.
I know, dude. Like, he's like, I'm the biggest robotic company. Yeah, y'all better watch out for AI. Well, fuck, Elon. He's gonna plan on going to Mars and say fuck Earth anyway. You know, that's his plan. I don't know if Elon Musk is a good guy or a bad guy. I don't know what to think about him yet.
Somebody just messaged on the
I want to
video.
like him. Do it.
So somebody just messaged. I don't know if you're listening to us. Oh, what
no,
up,
I'm on
Grim Reaper? The Grim Reaper said hello.
What's up, Grim Reaper?
What
Sounds
up, what
familiar,
up?
bro. I know Grim Reaper.
Yeah, let me look at his profile. Go to channel. He's got one video of it snowboarding. That sounds like J Money.
J Money.
He started it in 2022. That's when I started my YouTube channel.
Man, I got one video on my channel, and it's
I'm about to hit
my
800.
my buddy's fucking at Sticky Shake, and he's like, "Fuck this job, dude!" Starts slamming down plates, making plates.
Yeah, that's how you make
So
you famous
funny.
right there. That'd be $1 million video, you know.
Stupid shit. Yeah.
Million, you know, view
I
video.
wish, man. Shit, I probably only need.
That's what I
few
was hoping
people's-
Vance's video would do.
How good did it do?
It got about 100 views.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I would think it got more than that.
100 more people knows about him.
Yeah.
You know.
Very nice.
And trust me, people are connected with my channel or connected with his channel. They know me and I know them. They know me, you know. So.
He said, War Thunder, be muddy, tell me amazing stories and great experiences. That's awesome. I like that one.
Hey, it is, man. It is.
I'm liking it. I can hear myself on it. What the fuck? It's so weird. I can't watch that right now. That's crazy.
I had to.
I don't even know
be
how you
truthful.
do all this shit. Do
I mean,
what?
only thing you gotta do is link your account to your PlayStation. You could be uploading videos now.
Wow, that's wild. I have no
I
doubt.
wish I knew it in 2017. Let's just say this.
Really?
But I didn't find out until 2020. So.
I'd have to make a whole nother YouTube
Imagine
channel
all
and
the
shit.
Battlefield videos, all the war. Well, I got all the Warzone, but I needed more Battlefield 5
Dude, I got
videos.
some. Oh, I got some Rogue Company, bro. I'm actually really good at Rogue Company, like fucking really good. I'm usually number
Link your
one. If we do
YouTube
casual,
channel and start fucking
if
live
we
streaming.
run casual, I'm number one. Like 9 times out of 10, it's fucking dumb. Like I should record some of this shit.
Mhm.
I was
That's
bragging
like me
about that,
on,
but watch me suck now.
On
Because it comes and
Battlefield 5,
goes.
I'm top 23 in the world.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, pretty good. I mean, some things you just got skill at, and others you don't.
Exactly.
That's why when Vance was saying I was trash, I was like, you must be talking about one game. I mean, what game are you talking about? It depends on what game you're talking about, because I'm not good, a god at every game. Asshole, you know. Like, and plus, Vance wasn't even good at video game. Like, he's not like he's super
He's
good.
not
He
a
never really
gamer.
impressed me.
He's not a gamer. Like I tell
Yeah, it's like
we
he
tell
never really
him that
impressed
all the
me
time.
on Siege or anything. Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Elden Ring. He bought Elden Ring. He's trash. Can't get past the first
Dude, I've
boss.
already beat. Dude, what? Elden Ring, bro, will teach you how to be a good gamer. I've already beat Elden Ring. I've actually done just about all the optional bosses, like level 200 on Elden Ring.
I think it's trash
Fucking-
game, but yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. The art on it, the graphics. I don't understand the lore, but I got a buddy help me out with it and stuff. Like, really, without my buddy's help, I probably wouldn't have made it that far that quick. I have no doubt I could have done it eventually, but he really helped me out with, like, learning. He's like, dude, you got to watch the bosses. You got to, like, study their moves. It's going to take you a few times, especially if you're on your own. And he just, you know, and it really, Elden Ring made me a better gamer, because now on fighting games and stuff like that, like, cause I've never been into Dark Souls. I never, anything like that. So, but now it's like, I really pay attention to that so much more thanks to Elden Ring, and that's a recent thing, and I really, like, I'm happy about that. So
I
it's
would
like,
be
wow.
too, because I mean, I always talk so much shit about it, but I always said that, you know, everybody
Held my
has their
skill
own game.
though.
You know, everybody
But
has
it
their
held
own-
my skill, and that's what I was like. That's what I'm like. Fuck yeah! I mean, game, like, whether you like the game or not, like what I learned from the experience was worth so much more than the $60 I paid, because now I beat God of War on the hard with ease, dude. Like, because of Elden Ring, I couldn't have done that before because I really like it was just so simple. But you just really have to take it serious, focus on and you have to watch the bosses and be patient and. Don't get greedy and, stuff like that. Really watch the game, learn the game a little bit, pay attention. It's almost like playing chess and think ahead of what the moves are going to do and what moves you got to do. I mean, there's strategies to it. And there's a lot to kind of think about. And I would think the dumber you are, like, and stuff like that would be harder. But any average person can do it. Anybody, I know you can do it. I'm not saying that about you at all. You can for sure do it. But even just your average person can really do it if they tried. If they knew what to apply in their mind.
That's what I told Vance. Vance is like, I can't do it. I said, brother, anybody can do it. I know you can.
You just
put your mind to it. And he won't. I tried 4 or 5 times. I gotta quit. I'm done. This game is stupid. It's trash. No, you're a trash gamer. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You sit there and try to help somebody and they
acting
keep
like
downing
trash.
themselves. And you gotta up yourself. You don't down yourself. I mean, I'm
you gotta
negative
be
about a lot of
patient.
things, but gaming, I'm more positive on that situation. You gotta be more up, tell yourself you're a badass,
Well, here's the thing is, you have to learn everything you know. No one comes out the womb just knowing everything. You're not just going to fire up a game and be a god at it. No one has, that skill is few far in between. So you still have to work at things and, get the experience. So to be rough on yourself and, especially just starting out learning is just kind of really immature. You just really have to take a more mature approach to it and say, okay, it doesn't matter what happens, doesn't matter how many times I die, I just have to learn this and figure it out. And then once I figure it out, I can go from there. It's kind of like learning a new job. You don't just go into a new job and you know everything and know exactly what to do and you're super quick. You got to learn that motherfucker. You got to spend time at that job to get to know how things are, get to know what you're supposed to do and what you're supposed to do in this situation and this and that. And then once you know all these things, then you can do the speed part. Then you get fast at it. Then you get good at it. Video games the same way because that's how humans learn. And you just got to understand that's how your mind works. And understanding that would help him, but he's a lost cause anyway, so good luck.
That's the thing, is I've been trying to work with him my whole life, ever since I've known him, It's just I feel like
so
he's
why
selfish.
did he freak out the other day then? Because y'all known each other for so long.
He didn't want to be called out on his bullshit. He says I turn people against him. And somewhat I feel like he's right, but at the same time, he's the one who opens his mouth. He's the one who gets the other person to agree with me, Because of what he's saying.
You brought it up. I went back and listened to it.
Exactly.
You brought it up.
I said I brought it up. Even after that, I was like,
it wasn't your fault just because you bring up a subject that I had so much dirt on him that I could unload if he was wanting to be a douchebag.
I even said he says the N-word.
So it wasn't your fault. But it wasn't your fault that he, if he does that, he shouldn't and doesn't want people to know about it or talk about it, he shouldn't do it.
Yes.
Shouldn't do it. If you don't want me to fucking call you out on your message about the hard R, you shouldn't have sent it. Yeah. You should expect that. People don't like that shit. I mean, what fantasy world are you living in? Just because you're, know us through the internet, we're still real people. And I'm a grown-ass man, and I'll call you on your bullshit if you're dumb as fuck and want to act like a douchebag.
Especially when you're lying. Blatantly lying.
Blatantly lying,
That sounds like
and the way he says, I was hacked. I mean, bmoney, do you really think I would do that? I mean, just the way he said it, his energy, you could just feel the lie. It's yes, you were such a bad liar.
He said, how do you know I was hacked? Or did you hack me? He thought you actually hacked him. And somewhat in his head, I think he actually believes his own lie now.
What, that I hacked him?
Yes, didn't you hear it? You need to go back and listen to him. After you left,
I didn't hear it.
He was like, how did you know I got hacked? How'd you know?
He sent me the message.
Exactly.
2 minutes later.
Exactly.
But I wish I would have remembered that when he was in here. That you sent hacked 2 minutes later. So you're telling me somebody hacked your account at 7:32 and they were somehow not hacked at 7:34? And also, why would they send me, of all people, that message and only me? What hacker would do that?
Why would they act like they know you? Because they're messaging you like they know you.
Yeah.
They're okay, hey, nigga.
And then sorry,
said the
N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, not only that, I've heard, dude, I can't even tell you how many times I've heard him say the hard R.
Exactly.
I've told him not to say it. every time.
I said it that night. I said, he
Don't
says it
fucking
all
say
the
that. I
time.
mean, I don't like it. I know that we're all white and stuff in here, and there's no black people present, but still, like, the way
We're
you...
live streaming.
I don't want to hear it.
Like I
I
told
don't
him
want to
after you
hear it.
left, I said,
I don't like the word.
I said,
It's
we're
offensive
live
to me.
streaming. I said, once you said it, it's over. You're on your own once you said it. You know, he acted like I was trying to ruin his life. I was like, Vance, once you said it,
You did it to
opened
yourself,
the door.
bro.
You opened the door. I
Yeah,
couldn't
you
stop
did that
it.
shit.
And then people's on there's like, what's his name? Where's he from? What's he doing? I was like, here's everything. Here, take it. Like, here. You want it? Here.
I'm sorry, but that was fucking funny. It's funny. You're just like, here you go. He's in this spot in Canada or
Here's his
whatever.
first and last name.
His first and last name was on the fucking title.
Here's his address, where he lives.
See, I didn't even know all that info on him. Like, he got his whole shit.
Exactly.
But he did it to himself, though. And then, like, he tried to blame you for it. And also, when I was talking, like, when he was talking and he was like, I was talking to him about, I don't remember exactly what I said at that point, but he was like, oh, but Josh, you have ADHD. And he was, like, trying to change the subject
like
and then blame you for something.
But like you had ADHD.
But that's
too.
his blowback. And what if ADHD, what does that got to do with you saying a hard R, even if I do or I don't? What you know what I mean? Like, what does that got to do with the price of tea of China? What does that got to do with the price of gasoline here? What does that got to do with shit? If I have ADHD and how old I am. I mean, obviously I'm an adult. Like, you don't need to worry about my age so much.
And I'm like, I'm the same person as you was when you come in here.
Yeah,
it's just you that
shit, I
changed.
was. Yeah, his energy changed at some point that made me comfortable enough to do that. And plus, like, I just felt like if I called him out a little bit on a podcast too, it wouldn't have been so bad. He might like see the error in his ways and apologize and kind of get it, you know, like understand. Like, hey, bmoney knows black people, so maybe he knows what he's talking about. But of course, you know, that backfired on me and that did not work because he's just too stupid to understand that he's wrong. I mean, the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing, water is wet and all that other dumb shit. Where did he get that from? Like, did he just come in and ask you that?
Yeah.
Because I have another friend that's really smart, you know, and really smart and like super intelligent guy, and I told him about this conversation. He was like, and he let me know, he was like, yeah, that's one of those really dumb philosophical questions that a lot of people, that smart people laugh at. It's dumb people get caught up on that, if the whole water is wet. He said that's a real philosophical question, but it's like a dumb one. More intelligent people have. It's nothing. Like, the water is definitely wet. There's no way. I mean, it's just a dumb thing to get caught on. It's something you're overthinking, oversimplifying, you know, like it's just not even a real fluff. It's not even a real philosophical question. But I don't understand what he was getting caught up on it. I think he was just thinking too hard on it. It's hard for me to stoop to that level.
Really?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound cocky.
No,
I don't mean to sound cocky, but it was instantly made me laugh because I thought it was a joke. I was genuinely laughing because I thought it was a joke. I was like, where's the punchline? Like, you can't be really asking this dumbass question and I ain't talked to you in 6 months, you know? Like, I haven't talked to Vex in months. Like, he just comes in, hey, is water wet?
Why you think I told him? I said he's trying to make fun of you somehow. I know him. Like, don't listen to it. Like, he's crazy. He's trying to fucking, you know, get views.
He couldn't though. He couldn't make fun of me because I was just laughing at him. Like, I saw right through it.
He's a great video maker, but he's not a great content maker. And I keep trying to tell him that if me and him work together, I can make the content and he make the video. We'd make some fucking amazing shit. But he thinks he's better. I try to tell him.
Yeah, this is the thing with him is like he gets his mind into something you can't tell him otherwise. That's why he's so difficult because he's so wrong about so many things.
Right now? I tried to tell him back when he was getting $2,000 a week. I told him, I said, start saving that fucking money. I said, quit blowing it on pizza and alcohol and giving your mom money. I said, save that shit. You're going to have to pay that back to the government. No, I don't. The government don't want that back. They ain't going to ask for that back. Now he has to come up with $3,500 in 2 weeks or he's going to lose in taxes. His taxes are going to be fucked. I told him, and he's got to pay within like $3,000 every 6 months now to fucking pay the taxes back to what he got, and he's got to pay triple, not double, but triple on what less they give him on taxes.
Wow, he really got fucked on that deal.
Yes. And he was like, yeah, Josh, you was right. I should have saved it. And I said, you know why? Because I should have saved my money, but I spent it too. and get $2,000 a week and fucking blow it on anything.
Bro, that's a
Games,
lot.
alcohol, fucking pizza. He'd eat order 4 or 5 times a day of food. He get the drunk.
Why,
He
dude?
wanting
Get
this,
some
if he want
fucking lunch
that.
meat, bro. Piece
He's
of
not-
bread. I
he's
could eat
not
all
Amer-
week on that.
He's not American. We're American.
Oh,
We know what hard times are.
I'm
Canadians
poor, too.
don't know what hard times are. They got free
Have
health
been.
care. They got fucking. They got nice. They got more money.
They never really lived in poverty.
Exactly. They get $1,000 a month for not even
Gotcha.
working.
Man, I've
Come
been
on.
dirt poor in my life, dude. Like, so
Exactly.
poor.
I grew up on bologna. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
peanut butter sandwiches,
No,
ramen noodles,
I
all
didn't
that
have
shit.
peanut butter. It was bologna, fried bologna sandwich with Miracle Whip.
Yeah, man.
With a piece of cheese
know,
and
dude.
2 pieces of bread. Thin piece of bread.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
And the way food's getting now, it's going to go back that way.
Man, I got started in this new job Monday. Dude, I got fired for... Oh, man, it was fucked up, dude. I lost my shit. Dude, I feel so dumb for it. At the same time, I understand why I did it. But now I think I can control that emotion a little better. Like the anger, bro. I was so pissed off. Oh, I wanted to hit that motherfucker. I was so mad, dude. I was so fucking mad. He stole my lift, dude, and started arguing with me about it. And fucking, okay, what happened was...
Your forklift?
Yeah, my reach truck. So, like, I don't know. I get real, like, at this job, we have a particular reach truck that we drive, and, like, mine was R6, right? And everybody on my shift knew that was my shit, not to get on mine. If you did, you're getting off when I come around. And I'm like that. If you get on someone else's lift, you know, I'm respectful. Everybody's respectful of everybody's lifts, right? Mm-hmm. Well, anyway... My shift was midnight to 1:30 in the afternoon, and day shift would come in around 9 or 10. Well, this new, I don't know if he was new or who, I didn't recognize him because it was such a big warehouse, dude, and they barely even had cameras anywhere, and it was real ghetto and shit. I mean, so and you would see people and you would work with them for years and never even know who their name was or talk to them because it's so big, right? And so anyway, man, I come out of break and my lift's gone, and the rule is that there's a computer on your lift, right? Then it's what tells you where to go, and all that shit, what to do. And anyway, if you're signed in on the computer, it's a huge no-no to take someone's lift, even if it's no one's assigned lift. If it's just a lift sitting there and it's signed into a computer, you don't take it because it's somebody's lift, right? So that's just the rule there. And so. Anyway, I come out and fucking my lift's gone. And at first, I'm just no big deal. I'm not really trying to, because I done got into it with this one dude. There's a black guy, man. I fucking, and that's why one reason I love black people. They are not snitches, dude. I love that. I love it. Good or for bad, they're not quick to go to the authority, on you or whatever. They'll deal with it with you one-on-one, more, you know what I mean? It's just better. This guy was white. Anyway, so fucking, I'd already got into it with somebody, and then I made up with that guy, next time I was oh, that was really dumb, I'm really sorry, bro, I didn't mean to threaten, because I was I'll beat your fucking ass, I threatened him and shit, because he was arguing with me too, but anyway, let's get to the good one. So fucking, I come out, and I'm like, man, I know how I am and shit. If I see someone on my lift, I'm going to get pissed off. So I was just like, man, I really want to go home. But then this other guy that I know came up to me and was like, hey, bro, I just seen some dude on R6. He went in the chill. And there you had a dry section, a chill section, and a freezer section. Had different areas of the warehouse. So I jumped on some random, I don't know, pallet jack or some shit, whatever, wrote it in there. And sure enough, I see this motherfucker on my lift. And there's another guy, showing him what to do, so I don't know if he was new or what. I didn't care. I jumped off, and I was like, hey, bro, you're on my lift, and you're not supposed to take a lift whenever there's a computer signed in on the computer. And he was like, it wasn't signed in. I was like, bullshit, it wasn't. It was signed in inventory issues. I told him exactly. I know what it's signed into. He's like, oh, but there was no personal items. I was like, what does that got to do with anything? It was signed in the computer. That's enough. And he's like, oh, well, I don't like your hostility. And I was like, I don't like you taking my fucking lift. And he's like, I'll just stay on it. Or some shit like that. And I got, I got fucking boiled, dude. My blood is boiling. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, all right, you motherfucker. And at this point, the other dude that's teaching the black guy, he fucking scooted way back because he can tell, shit was heating up. It was hostile as fuck. And he got off the lift or whatever, and he said some shit. I don't remember what he said. But fucking, I got right in his face, and I was like, I'll beat your ass, you fucking pussy. And like, I clenched my fist, and I stood right in front of his face, like ready to fucking throw a blow on him, because I knew there was no cameras there. So if he would have called me a pussy or said bitch, I was reading his lips. I was waiting for him to say bitch or pussy or something like that, and I was just gonna boom, like just real quick, right in the fucking nose. And he was like, oh, you just threatened me. You just threatened me. Oh, you're fired. You fired. And I did not expect that reaction, dude. I immediately broke out of that anger. I was like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, oh, you're fired. What's your name? And I was like, fuck you, pussy. And then I get on the fucking lift and I get out of there. Sure enough, like, all my supervisors had left. The night shift supervisors that know me had done left. So all you guys day shift supervisors at that point. And so he goes and tells the day shift, and I get the little message on the computer that says, come to office. And they asked me about it, and I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. They made me write the statement, and I'm like, yeah, I just went over and asked for my lift, and he seemed frustrated, but we got my lift and whatever. And at first, that guy didn't say nothing, and then they applied pressure on him. I'm sure HR and all that came down on the witness, and he talked. So he said, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't fucking no reason.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'm not mad at him. I understand his position and that, but. The other guy, fuck him, dude. I mean mugged him. Yeah, like, because we still had to work several hours after that. I was mean mugging the shit out of it. He looked so scared, dude. I was waiting for him to go in the fucking bathroom so I could, like, push him or, like, do something, body shot or something. I wanted to hurt him bad. And then fucking, because I was like, man, fucking with my shit, yeah. Yeah, but now I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't hurt him, and, you know, I just should have been more calmer. I really overreacted, because I had a really good, like, you know, I was the only white guy, right? So I had, everybody on my shift was black, and I was really cool with these guys. I'd worked here for years, so this guy, his name is Courtney. Courtney King, man, one of the coolest guys ever. I fucking came to him, and I'm like, blood, I was like, bro, I gotta talk to you, you gotta meet me outside. I was like, alright, bro. He comes over there, and I'm telling him about it, and he's like, alright, B, you need to just calm down, get it all out, you know? And I'm just like, so mad, I'm like, I wanna fucking kill this motherfucker, and I'm just like raging and shit, and he's like, alright, let it out, and he's like, do you think he kind of overreacted, though?
Like, yeah, I think
And I was like, and then I was like, fuck, you're right, dude. Like, I kind of did. He's like, yeah, bro, you don't even own that lift, dude. Now you might get fired. And it's going to fucking suck. And
but
I was
like
just like,
said,
damn.
you following protocol, though.
I shouldn't have fucking threatened him.
Well, apparently everybody can use everybody's lifts. Let me go over here and grab this guy that's using his lift.
Yeah.
You it now. Hey,
yeah, man, fucking.
I mean, I get what you're saying,
so that's
though.
how I got
that's
fired.
Your lift, you know.
Man, that's like dude, this is the third time I've gotten fired because I've been angry at somebody, and fucking, I tried to fight this other guy at one job, and I told him I was out in the parking lot talking shit to him, and he had went snitch, but he had told me, he's like, alright, what'd he say? He was a black dude, and he was like, oh man, I hated this motherfucker. I took in a lot of bars this day. We had been working together for like almost a year. I'd been there almost a year, and I was Xanaxed out. I was in my early ass 20s at this point. And this guy, I never liked him. I don't know what it was. It was like, I don't know how to explain it. You know, some people in life you just don't like. It was one of those things. And he never liked me. I never liked him. And we had words before. No one liked him, though. His name was LaMarcus. We call him Abominable Snowfuck because he's kind of fat, and he was like in his 30s, but he had gray hair, and he had dreads, like short dreads, and they were like frosted because he had the fucking gray hair, so we called him the Abominable Snowfuck. He's a real goofy looking dude, and no one liked him because he's an asshole to everybody. So this one day, I'm all barred out, and I don't know if you know anything about Xanax or been on it, but it makes you really aggressive sometimes. Like,
it makes you steal,
in some
too.
cases. Yeah, it makes you super fucking aggressive sometimes, and like, he's fucking said some shit at that. I drove a sit-down forklift, and we had a CB, and that's how we communicated, because that warehouse was huge too, and they would call you to come over here. He said something smart on the radio, and I was like, who said that? Da, da, da. And I pulled up to him, and I was like, what'd you say? And because he was talking shit about something I did. I just, like, was not having it.
Like, you didn't do it right?
I don't know, like, I wasn't going fast enough or something. Just being a dick. I don't know, who knows? I can't remember. But I pulled up, and I was like, so I remember I was like, yeah, you better watch what you say, you know, you might get hurt or something. He's like, what'd you say? He's like, he called me a punk ass. He's like, what'd you say? He's like, fuck you, punk ass white boy. He's like, I'll beat your ass. And then I was like, what'd you say, you fat fuck? Let's go. And we had this paint line behind us, like this huge area where they painted all this metal shit, and there's no cameras, and people went back there to fight all, like, I don't want to say all the time, but it was known that people went back there and fight here time to time. And so I was like, let's go behind the paint line. And at this point, hardly anybody was there. It was just like one of my guys, who's a fellow forklift driver, and another dude that's new that was kind of more on his side. And
I was about to say, don't go back there by yourself. You never know what happened. Out of the cameras.
No, he wouldn't go back there. Well, no, it wasn't. No, the other dude was a pussy. He didn't want. No, he looked scared to death of me, dude. He looked scared to death. He was a small, skinny dude. He definitely didn't want it. And I wasn't mad at him. I mean, I didn't have any quarrels with him. It was just LaMarcus I didn't like here. And he was talking shit. And I said, let's go behind the paint line. And he was like, no, we're about to clock out. Meet me outside. So I'm like, all right, bet. And fucking, so I go outside. And this motherfucker then went to another manager of another department. And I didn't see him walk out. So when he walked out, I was in the parking lot talking mad shit. And fucking, that other manager was like, oh, just go home, Brandon. But it wasn't over because we were leaving. I was like, okay, you probably just got me fired. Bitch, you're here and I'm here. So we leave. Dude, and this fucking pussy, I get behind him in traffic because I'm waiting for him to pull on like a residential street or something like that so I can get out and fucking piece him up. Yeah, no, I'm trying to fight him. I'm following him down. I'm following his house. I'm going to beat your fucking ass. Like, you can't get away from him now. But this motherfucker did get away from me because I'm right on his ass, dude. He slams his brakes, so I hit the back of his car. And it's like us barely. I mean, it broke my license plate. It wasn't shit. But I, boom, hit his shit. And fucking he gets out, takes a picture with his phone, and is like, I'm calling the cops. I'm like, this motherfucker, dude. So, of course, I just escaped out of there. I just got out of there. I was like, wow, what a fucking bitch. Because he told me he'd fight me. It wasn't like I was assaulting or bullying somebody. I'd want to fight him for a long time, and he told me to clock out and we'd fight, or whatever. He challenged me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said some fucking white boy, punk ass white boy, and he said some goofy shit. He was like, I ain't no bitch, I just look like this. It's like, what? Like, he downed him. I didn't say, like, I don't know why he said that, but I remember him saying that. I don't think he meant to make himself look dumb, but he did. But it was just me anyway that could hear him, so. But yeah, that was like a long time ago. That's several years ago. I don't really fuck with Xanax. I don't fuck with any hard drugs or pills like that anymore or anything. I'm really glad too. I mean, I smoke weed every here and there, but I won't do coke or meth. Nah.
That's what I do every now and then.
What's that?
The boxing.
What's that?
It's a drug that come off pain pills. It's like medical
Does it
heroin.
make you feel good?
It hypes you up. That's a damn sure.
I've never taken that. I don't like heroin at all.
If you take a quarter of it, it'll make you throw your guts up, but you'd have the best high ever. And that's a quarter of it. And I take 2 a day.
That's because you're used to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing what your body will get used to.
Yep. But it ain't good at the same time.
Well, it ain't good, but it's a resilient fucker, and I'm glad. Oh, shit, man. I start this new job. Apparently this job pays really good where I can make $2,000 a week, dude. I mean, not easily. I'm sure it'd be like... I've already took the drug test and everything. I already passed it. So I start...
So they won't drug test anymore?
I don't think so. I mean, I bet if you had an accident, but I ain't worried about it.
Yeah. I wish I could just smoke weed and work somewhere.
You can, I mean, just don't get no wrecks.
I've looked a lot. Every time I talk to them, they're like, yeah, come in for a drug test and we'll talk. And I'm like, yeah,
bro, do you know how to pass? Oh, you don't know how to pass? Dude, you gotta use fake synthetic piss.
I've used the fake dick and everything.
Nah, you don't have to do that. It's just a bottle. You put it into your bottle. They don't watch you. They just go in there.
Bro. Job shop.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like illegal.
They actually have a drive-through window where my pecker is. that they hand you the cup through, and they sit through a drive-through window and look at your pecker, and in front of your pecker there's a wall, a wall mirror, and there's another one to the left of you, and they have like a
What?
V, and they can just see everything. It's like a V, you know, to right there.
This is for a job?
No, this is just going in for everyday things up there. I do it for my Suboxone clinic, but they do everything up there at that building. They do
Well, what
like
about
job
a job
shops.
though?
Yeah, they do job shops. If you have like, or if you first suspected of drugs, they don't drug test you at the job. You have to go up there. They'll send you up there. You go up there for everything, for any kind of drug test, law enforcement, all that
That's
shit.
fucked up.
Yes, and if you get caught with drugs, law enforcement's already there. Then you have to talk to them.
They don't look at your dick here.
And then they're wanting to know, you know, why, how'd you get these
Probation.
drugs? Or, you know, no, just because you got in trouble for drugs in your system. It's illegal drugs, you know. They're wanting to know where you get it at. Where'd you get this at? How'd you get it? How'd you pursue it? How'd you do
I'm not
this?
telling them that. You don't have to tell them that.
Exactly. I have the right to remain silent, and that's all I'm
Man, I
saying.
ain't telling you shit. I don't answer questions. Hell, I
That's
don't even
the
tell them where I'm
Amendment.
going that day. I was like, let's just get to the ticket, officer. I don't answer a whole bunch of questions here. Let's just get to the ticket and get started with. Shit,
I don't know,
alright
it's cool
now.
if they're being nice about it, you know. There's some nice cops out there you talk to a little bit, you know, more than what you normally do.
Yeah.
And then there's other
yeah.
cops out there that you know they're trying to be nice to get something out of you.
I don't. Very rarely is there situations where I tell a cop anything about anything personal I don't have to answer because I don't know. I've had felonies, dude, and I just like. And last time I was nice to a cop, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm on the way to the interview, whatever." He fucking pulled me out of my car. He's like, "When's the last time you smoked marijuana?" Or no, he asked me if he could search my car, and I said, "No, you can't search my car. You need a warrant for that." And I was kind of friendly with him. And at first, and like answering all his dumb questions, and he's like, "Where you been?" And yeah, that's exactly what he did. He's like, I was like, "You need a warrant for that." And then, dude, I hadn't smoked weed in my car at that point in like 2 or 3 weeks, so I knew that my car didn't smell like weed. I knew it didn't. He's full of shit. Yeah, I absolutely, because I actually did smoke in my car, and I knew it the last time. I just came back from an job interview, so fuck no, I didn't. I wasn't high or had smoked in my car or anything like that. And
that's just excuse for everything. All cops, even cops, PD, you go on all that shit, they say the same thing.
And he comes back out with some gloves and was just like, so I smell some marijuana. And there's this moment where I looked at him and I looked at, like, he knew that I knew he was lying. Like, it was kind of like that look of like, yeah, bitch, I have the authority here. Like, it doesn't matter what you say. Like, type shit. And because he was a young fucking Hispanic dude, and I don't know, I was just so mad. I was just like, whatever, dude.
They do it because
like,
you're white. It's because you're white.
If you was a fellow, I thought I was being nice to him. I was like, you know what? I'm never answering y'all's fucking questions. And most cops don't even care. Like, I got pulled over by these two troopers. They started asking me a bunch of questions. And they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, you don't want to ask questions. Just here's your ticket. Let's go. And that's cops I like. Just do your business. Pull me over for what you pull me for. Let me go or don't. And let's go on our way. Motherfuckers. I had to beat 2 felonies, dude. I had to get on the stand, and they tried to throw me in prison for like 20 years.
I was looking at 20 years. First degree wanton endangerment.
Fuck that. What was it?
First degree wanton endangerment with a firearm. Bulletproof vest.
What endangerment?
I kidnapped somebody.
Were you planning? Kidnap somebody?
Yeah, this guy lied, you know. We took him at gunpoint, made him go over to this other person's house and tell the truth, and then he gave us a beer and we let him go.
So how'd you get in trouble? Like, you called the
12
cops?
drove by us, and then they had to make up a perimeter down the road in front of us, and then they set us up into a trap where about 50 cops pulled us over. There was about 10, 15 of them in front of us, and then there was about 10 behind us. And they was all in a big giant line. And they all had ARs and everything. It was like something like a Dukes of Hazzard movie where, you know, they coming down through there and everybody got their guns and doors opened and they got the road blocked off.
Yeah.
Luckily, we threw the bulletproof vest out the window going around the curve because we knew it was coming. We already knew, you know. We just done that. We knew, you know. Here comes fucking law. Law's everywhere, and they're fucking looking at us. We're you know, giving. They wouldn't even. They were so scared they wouldn't even pull us over because they thought we had guns. They got told we had AKs and all this, and the only thing we had was a pistol and a Tech-9 with a taped around clip, and cop killer bullets and 2 bulletproof vests that we wore. We threw the vest out the window, and they got the guns and the bullets.
Damn, you didn't throw the guns out the window?
Nah, we couldn't. They was in the back of the bed of the truck.
Damn,
And we didn't have no
sucks.
sliding back glass, and we had the bulletproof vest in the floorboard with the you know, black plastic. And my dad said, "Sling it down," and I slung it down. We got the guns back. We slung it, and we told him, we was like, "Well, you must got the wrong information. Do we have bulletproof vest and this, that?" And all that we had was a Tech-9 and a 380 burst. So they didn't like the cop
where's
killer.
your ARs, bitch?
They didn't like the cop killer bullets, the black talents. They
Oh.
liked them black talents.
The RIP rounds?
The one with the little metal bar in the center of it that goes through, that hits the metal, and then that little bar goes through it like a razor blade. And then it spins, topples in your body after it goes through the armor.
Yeah, it's those RIP rounds. And is it like copper on the sides?
It was just black. It was a black tip bullet with a metal
Oh,
thing
wow,
in
I've
the
seen
middle
those.
of
The
it.
black Talon fucking bullets. They go through bulletproof vests.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I know
They're called
exactly what
cop
you're talking
killers.
about. They're
And that's what they
expensive
call
as fuck.
Yes. And
Yeah,
back
they're also
then,
expensive.
Back then, that's, you know, I was underage at the time, you know, and I done that. And I was looking at 20 years. They put me
Yeah,
on
it sounds like
house
some
arrest.
shit. It sounds like some shit you do when you're younger and dumb, young and dumb.
Well, my dad was old, but you know, when Dad
Still.
tells you to grab the gun and put a bulletproof vest on, you don't say no. You know, let's do it. We ride together, we die together.
Yeah, mine did that. So hey, we gotta take care of some shit. You know, I wouldn't ask questions. We just go.
Yeah. Don't give a fuck whose house we're going on. We put the bulletproof vest on, no shirt, and fucking walk up like we own the place with a gun, not pointing at anybody, just like you're just like a, you know, walking up with it and like, hey, you know, like we're here meaning business. We heard what you said, you lied, and we're here to get the truth, you know, or we're here to die. You know, like it's that simple. And the guy pulled a BB gun, and my dad almost killed him. And then my dad motioned me to get out of the truck and to come to help him. And I came there and we was holding our guns on him because we thought he actually had a gun. And it come to find out he had a BB gun.
It was a BB.
And
he almost got killed over a BB gun.
Yes, he was in a little camper that my dad walked up to, and he didn't know he was there. And he turned around and there was a gun laying there. We thought it was a gun because he's a meth head. And, you know, law didn't like him anyway. They said we should have killed him, been done with it. And they said, and my dad almost shot him. He said, I almost killed you over a fucking BB gun, you dumb motherfucker. He's like, you lucky I held the trigger, because my dad was about to pull the trigger, and he said, I don't know what it was. He said, something in my body told me not to. He said, to hold it. But he had it cocked. He had the safety on. You know, it was ready to go, but he didn't pull that trigger. It's a hard trigger
intuition
to pull.
told him not to.
Mm-hmm. And then we touched him.
Revolver.
We grabbed him by the hair of his head, by the neck, grabbed him over, tucked him over there, because we was fucking pissed at that point. Like, he just almost fucking life and death situation for all of us, you know. We're pissed, you know. We tuck him, we grab him, and we marched him over, and we said, go over there and you knock on that door and you tell them the fucking truth. And then their whole house came out and was like, what the hell's going on? And we was like, we didn't do what he said we did, and now we're here to prove it. And he was like, yeah, I didn't see him in the creek stealing her jewelry and shit. It was all over jewelry that never got even stole. Come to find out. We almost died over stupid shit.
Stupid shit, yeah.
But we proved the point. Everybody in the fucking county wouldn't fuck with us after that for 5 years.
That's kind of nice.
Did you hear what Eddie and his son just did? They just got caught with the bulletproof, you know. They heard, because they seen the bulletproof vest. People seen it, you know, they knew we had it, but we didn't get caught with it. And the law was like, hey, you all lied to us. You know, telling them like, hey, you all lied to us. You told us there was one thing, and we find all this other things. You know, it's still a catch.
Oh, well.
And they end up
what do you expect? They are the laws.
Three people testified against me, and I still walked out of there with a new lawyer that just fucking started that year, and he was the best lawyer ever.
Right.
I went with the defensive. You know, I didn't pay for a lawyer. I was like, fuck it, 20 years. Here's a defense lawyer. You know, fuck it, let's do it.
State lawyer.
Three people testified against me, and they said, do you want to testify? They said, you could hurt your case or you could help it. And I said, fuck it, I ain't going to say a word. And I walked out. But luckily, the people told the truth. They said, was he pointing the gun at people? No, he was holding it down. And then my lawyer was like, so he was holding it down like a normal hunter or something. You know, we hunt in this county, so it was just like he was a normal hunter. And they was like, yeah, but he had a bulletproof vest on. He didn't have no shirt. They said he had this weird look in his eyes. And that's what I couldn't figure out, is they lied, because I didn't have no weird look. I was just confused as it was. Like, what the hell we doing here, Dad? Like, what? What's happened? Okay. You know, like, okay. And they fucking said he had like a killer look in his eyes. Said it scared me. And then, as I growing up, other people said the same thing. He got that look in his eye, like there's nothing there.
You probably didn't know you even had that look in your eye, and they picked up on that shit.
And it's just like it's just like I'm a normal person, like I'm just, like I am now. And they said you had that weird look, and I was like, what weird look?
To you, but to them, they picked up on that shit.
Yeah, and I'm counting other people in my life. It's like, you had that killer look, and I'm like, what killer look?
Yeah,
I've never killed.
You wouldn't know. Yeah, it's like that fucking look. I know what they're talking about when people get that crazy look in their eyes.
1,000-yard stare is what they said. 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
Like you look right through them or something.
I don't know if you did or not, but I know what look they're talking about. It's like when like somebody's mind is completely lost and they're kind of like in an animalistic rage or like animalistic.
I was as calm as people. I hardly even said a word. I was just there for backup.
I didn't see it. Right.
I was just there behind my dad when my dad had that guy by the neck. With his hand.
Sounds like a cool story.
And a pistol another, had him by one hand and a pistol another.
I do have some stories, but I'm not going to say on a podcast because no costs were ever involved in it.
Yeah,
so.
This is over now. I got,
Yeah, and plus the laws that already got involved in it. See, my stuff the laws weren't involved in, so I don't want to talk about. But yeah. Look, we get out of it.
For real.
Yeah, shit. Especially alive and all that, and out of prison. Boy, I was so happy when that jury came back. We in the jury find blah, 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 not guilty.
Yeah, mine was
they
judge.
said it twice. Oh, you would have trial by judge?
Mm-hmm. No jury, it was just me and the judge and the lawyer and the prosecuting attorney, his person that's with him, and then they go up to this stand, and then the bailiffs are in there with the judge. The judge, she already knew me from other cases that I had when I was younger. PI and a fight. I got a 3rd-degree assault on the teacher, even though they know I didn't assault him on TV, but I still took the charge. And they knew it. You could see it in their eyes. They let me go in it. I was like, yeah, I didn't do it. I was like, I told y'all I didn't do it. I fit this guy. This guy come up and grabbed me, and I don't know what happened. I don't remember, but I know I didn't hurt him. I know that much. Because I knew he was older and he's bigger. He probably hurt me more. Big ass teacher. He's fucking 40 years old, and you're fucking 16, 17, 18. Trying to beat up on this one guy. Bigger. And he reaches up and grabs you by the belly and picks you right up. Like, oh, don't hurt me now. Like, I'm trying to get this guy. Let go of me. I screamed at him, told him to get the fuck off me. Shit like that, because you don't like being touched in that situation. And he pushed me through a fucking door and said, go to the fucking office. And pushed me through a fucking door real hard. I was like, don't you do that again. I said, don't you fucking do that. And he hurt me. He hurt my back when he pushed me. Like I was walking and he come running up just, and I was like, ow, now, there ain't no sense in that bullshit. I turned around and pointed my finger at him. And there ain't no sense in that bullshit. You baby, now. That's pushing it a little bit too far. And that's what it was. He just went a little too far on that. He got a little excited too. It was like,
Damn. I never had anything like that happen where things got physical with a teacher. I know I cussed out this teacher, and I'm so glad he was like smart and mature and didn't want to like punch me. He was, I don't know. I just said it because I knew he wouldn't do nothing about it. He just sent me to the office or whatever. I guess I don't know because I was like, "Fuck you" or da 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 and some shit. And he was like this big gym teacher, and I remember his arms were huge. Like he probably could have killed me in one punch. I was just a little high schooler back then. Probably like my freshman or sophomore year, you know. I was super skinny back then. But yeah,
like all of us.
yeah. I didn't really fill out till I was like probably 24, 25. Like I was filled out like in my 20s, but like by 24, 25, I got like really broad shoulders and kind of a big guy now. I need to go work out though. I am starting to get a fucking stomach on me. I need to go work out a little bit and all that shit. I'm sure my stamina sucks. I need to get all that back because if some shit does go down, I need to be able to run for like far distances without fucking dying.
You sound like all of us.
Yeah, I got a fucking gym membership. I just think my ass can go. I'm
That sounds
definitely
like a
planning on
waste of
going
money.
tomorrow. Yeah, well, I live in the city,
you
and
get to use the equipment. Yeah, I agree on that.
I can't work out at my house though, because I live in a trailer.
Run.
My fucking floor is weak.
It's cardio.
I know,
Get a
but
treadmill.
I like. Yeah, but I don't have room for that. Like, dude, it's Planet Fitness is $20 a month. It's nothing to me. It's fucking nothing
Should
to me.
be $10 a month.
Well, I got the black card where you can go to like different fucking gyms and bring a passenger. You know,
I figured that was already. You pay $10 at this one. You can go to the one up the street.
Hell no, you gotta pay. It's like 22 and some change, like just about $23.
Yeah, they got
for that
taxes.
shit, so you can go to all of them. Yeah, it's like some shit. But fucking it's worth it because they got all those machines and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I know I could go outside and run in the fucking heat, but I'd much rather go to the gym on a treadmill and like where it's organized and
cooler.
Then I can go on the fucking bench, and then they got this pull-up bar that's real nice, and then they got all the leg machines. Then the ab machines is so much fucking better than the crunches. For me, it works more out on the abs, and it's not as like you're not on the floor doing fucking crunches. You know, it's just better.
Yep.
It's this machine where you like pull the weight forward.
And it's cleaner, you know. You don't have to.
Yeah,
it's
just a better experience. Yeah. So
you get to.
And there's hot chicks, dude. There's fucking hotties up in that bitch sometimes. I mean, some of them girls are amazing.
I don't like them with the split ass. I like the ass together.
Oh, they're too big, they're split?
Mm-hmm. And it's because they split them on purpose. They got these new clothes that split right in between there and makes them open up. Like, I want that shit closed together.
Oh, saying that. Yeah, I want normal looking.
Yes.
Yeah, I just get a handful and it's a normal ass.
Yes. I want it together. The butt, it should look slumped down together. I don't know. I know some gym girls. I just don't like them. Like, you know, white girls with black butts, you know, shit like that. With the yoga pants, you know.
Yeah. Man, fucking nice. I gotta get ready for this. Job's kind of weird. It's like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., which is cool because my other hours suck. But it rotates. You work like 2 to 3 days. You work like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1 week, and then the next week you're working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, or whatever. I don't know if it's 3 or 4 days. I really don't know. But say it's unlimited overtime, and they do this incentive pay. So even if you do just work 40 hours or whatever, it's really easy to make like the production, and so they pay good. Like they're known for paying like $1,500 to $2,000 a week, and I'm pretty excited for that. We'll see, though. That's a lot of talk, so we'll see what actually happens. You know, people say one thing about a place, and then it's usually another, so I don't want to get too excited and just leave everything here. Like, oh, yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to be making, $2,000 a week. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see.
You don't even know. But they should be able to
I'd be
tell
happy
you
with
some
1,000,
kind of...
bro. 1,000 a week in Texas is good enough for me. That's good enough. That's comfortable living right now. I know inflation's coming, so 1,500 is definitely a nice.
How much do you have rent?
I'm sure it's in Kentucky.
In Kentucky, it's real low payment.
700-800 a month, something like that, as a pay overall.
Damn.
For everything, it's not bad.
It is.
Live in a trailer.
You could live in a house in a big yard for $350 a month here.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How? Even now with the real estate, isn't y'all's houses like crazy high?
People need money, bro. They're fucking selling rooms like roommates and stuff. I'm telling you, real estate's open. It might be higher, but it's still people
Our houses. Dude, there's houses that were like $100,000 here in Texas, like 2 or 3 years ago, that are now worth 300.
I live beside a big ass mansion.
400.
I live right beside a big ass mansion up here.
Oh man, people from California are coming and they're putting bids in on property. Say they have a house for like $300,000, they'll come and put like $350,000 cash just to make sure they get it. Like way outbid the fucking asking price. Because in California, that same house is worth like $1 million. You know, so they'll come gladly give you $350,000 for it, just to make sure they get it, and that's $50,000 over their asking price. And they're doing that in droves ever since California did that 50% tax thing, where now it's like if you make a certain amount, I think it's over $100,000 or whatever, it's like it's 50,000. It's either $100,000 or $250,000 a year. One of those, it's like it's 50% taxes. So now you really only would make like 150 or so. It's really dumb. It's a lot of taxes. So people have been coming to Texas like the past year or two a lot, and it's drove the real estate like stupid high. Rent is really high too for apartments. It's hard to get one. It's kind of a shitty deal right now. They say it's going to crash eventually though in the next year or so, probably it's definitely 5, but within a year or so, 2 years, especially 3 years, the housing market will crash here in Texas and go back to normal. But right now it's on a huge spike, dude. It's fucking crazy. It's not a good time to buy a house in Texas right now.
Damn.
Everything's overpriced.
That's probably because in other places around the world, it's real lower. That's probably what's happening. Like richest places, it's real high. You know, low poverty level. That's where I live. Low poverty level. Like, you know, around here, if you go up and get assistance, they want to know your area code. Area code means everything. It tells you a lot about people.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's how they find out. No.
Kentucky, Elizabethtown. I remember I stopped at this place in Elizabethtown.
I'm in London.
That's it. We went to Elizabethtown, but Elizabethtown, man, they had some good ass fucking pizza. They brought it out on this round shit that I've never even seen before, and it was some good as shit. Yeah, it was good as fuck. It was super good.
Yeah.
I like little Elizabethtown. I stayed a day over there and kind of explored it around a little bit. It was pretty cool.
A lot of these places are around here. You just gotta have money.
Good.
If you got the money, you living good.
There's that Noah's Ark thing somewhere in Kentucky, that big Noah's Ark.
Yeah, they built, yeah.
That's what we're going to. Wherever that's at, I went to that.
I heard about it. They had a big poster up here.
Yeah, I was friends with this real Christian lady, and she was like, hey, you want to go with me and my husband to that Noah's Ark thing? And I was like, shit, at the time I didn't have a job. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Really?
So I just, like, broke up my girlfriend and, like, left the whole city we were in, moved to another city, and I was starting over, and, you know, there was, like, fucking a little bit of time there. And she was like, hey, you want to go to fucking... we're going to go to Kentucky and Noah's Ark, then we're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And I saw a black bear and everything, dude. Tennessee, that shit was cool as fuck. Gatlinburg was cool as motherfucker, too.
Yeah, I ain't never seen a bear. I've heard about bears being around here when I was younger in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't around here no more. They died out.
Gatlinburg, shit, you'll see one. If you go stay a week in Gatlinburg, you probably see about 3 or 4 of them, depending on where you, especially go walk in the trails and go out in the woods.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
We have elk.
Oh, that'd be some good. I've never ate elk.
They're like a big giant herd up here that's protected. They have like trackers on them and shit, and you know they're they mate with each other, and you know they stay on like a little tracker up here in Manchester. And
And
then
make
the
sure no one
county
kills
over.
them. They'd probably be mad as fuck if you killed them.
I used to go with my uncle up there to his girlfriend's, and we would be driving out through it. It's a long thing. You'd be looking out in the fields, and I seen this big silver thing out there. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And he was like, "Them are elk." I was like, "What fucking elk? What are you? What? Like, I've never seen elk. My whole fucking life I've lived in Kentucky. I've never seen an elk." He's like, "Yeah, they have like a population up here. They track them and they keep them." I
Wow.
said, "Let's kill
That's
one."
fucking neat.
First thing I started saying is, "Let's kill one. I'm going
Yeah.
hunting." He was like, "Nope, you can't kill them. They got trackers. And even if you did, if it stopped moving, they would come to it. You know,
Damn.
like they could tell if it died or something. You know."
They probably has it hooked to its heartbeat too, know if its heart's beating or not. I would
Well,
imagine.
if it stopped moving for like a day or something, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that too.
You
That's
know,
probably more likely.
they would, you know, it's unusual. Like they would see the behavior on their normal basis, and then AI would see
Yeah.
something that's not, you know.
Yep. But that's cool though. There are places you go hunt elk. I think in Montana and places like that where elks are real prevalent. I know they have a lot of elk in Canada. They're like colder regions. They're north.
Here, I'm gonna cook me. I'm gonna fix me a box of ramen noodles. I'll be right back. I'll talk some more.
Alright.
Just take me just a couple
Yeah.
minutes. All right, I'm back.
Yo. I'm gonna go to bed here soon. It's 11:19 here, and I used to be on a day schedule. Just be like the time I'm waking up. I had to work all the way from midnight to 1:30 in the fucking afternoon.
Yeah, it's 12
It was only
here.
3 days, but still, it was a lot. It was 3 days, but you wouldn't think that wouldn't sound so bad. But repetitively, like I did this for like a year, and the shit. Like the first day is always cool. You get because 13 and a half hours is a long time. Sometimes
You
it's a
damn
little
right.
later than that, but it's not. Yeah, and then by the second day, but you come home, you'd
8
want to fucking
hours. I
smoke a
feel like
bowl
it's a
and
long
watch.
day. 8
Oh
hours.
my god, I'm so used to 8 hours now. It was like 8 hours would come by, and I'm like, I can't believe people actually leave right now because I'm still here for another 8 fucking hours.
Damn. 16
But not that
hours.
long, but man, it was fucking
Like
something
12, 13
else.
hours.
Yeah, it's 13 and a half, so it'd be midnight to 1:30 in the afternoon, so that's 13 and a half hours.
Damn.
And fucking the second day, you come home and like it'd be like 2, and then you got after you shower and all that. I live close to the job, so I get home in like 10, 15 minutes, and then I come home, shower, and then I smoke a bowl and start watching TV. And you'd want to be up for an hour because all my friends are fucking I got friends in Australia, so that's like it's like their normal time. In the middle of the night and shit, and they'd be up during the day too. But anyway, yeah, it's just a fucked up schedule. I think 12 hours would be better, especially if it's 2 or 3 days of that. I mean, it's gonna be alright. Cause 12 hours ain't so bad. I can do 12 hours. Especially this job, I'm just gonna be on the forklift. I'm not gonna. The other job, I had to get off the fork. It's I drive a reach truck for all these warehouses. My damn trade turns out, I guess, where I'm at now in life. Anyway, you have to get off the fucking computer tells you where to go, and you take the pallet, and you have to get off and stock it. Well, this job, you don't have to do that. You can just drive the fucking forklift wherever it's going, and man, I could do that shit for sure. That's why the production's so
uncle's a
easy to
forklift
get.
driver
Oh man, I'm
for
so fucking skilled on reach.
for
I drive the fuck out of those.
a cookie factory or a donut factory or some big giant factory that cooks sweets and shit up here.
Yeah, the Raymonds are what I'm good at. The Crowns, not so much. I haven't really drove those too much. They're the same, but the controls are different. So I just would need a couple hours, maybe a couple of days with one. I'd get you good with it.
Yeah,
But a
that's all
Raymond,
anybody needs is a little practice or something.
yeah, because the forks, the fundamentals are the same. It's just the controls are different. The joystick's a little different and all that. So you just would have to get used to how the machine handles and drives. But the forks and all that would all be the same. How you pick up pallets and what pallets and weight distribution. And it's actually a little bit too being a forklift driver, more than you would think. I mean, of course, it depends on your loads and what you're doing. Yeah, okay. Steam.
So how long have you worked on forklifts and stuff?
Do what?
How long have you worked on like forklifts and stuff?
I've been driving, like, I got a warehouse job when I was like 20. I'll be 30 in like 2 days, like I'm May 12, so I'm not even quite 30. I'm actually still technically 29. But fucking so, got that job when I was like early like 20. I drove an order picker, a cherry picker, if you know what that is. It's like this little platform you wear a harness and you go up, and it has the forks behind you that can hold a crate. That's how we did it. I mean, it holds other shit, but and I learned how to drive a reach truck there. And then I had some other jobs where I learned how to drive a sit-down forklift, and those are one of my favorites, especially the fucking propane. Fuck a bunch of electric. Electric's okay, but the propane's so much better. They have a clutch and everything. The clutch is not the shift gears. Like that's how I always know if somebody's lying about a forklift or whatever too, is like, what does the clutch do? And if they know, they know. And if they don't, they know. The clutch is used to rev it up so you can lift up your load. If you have something heavy on your forks and you're just lifting it up, it's only going to go up so much. So the clutch is used as a brake. I don't even, on a sit down, I don't use the middle pedal like unless it's emergency and have to. Because you use the clutch as a brake. Because it's a big brake, and you hold down to it, because they just call it a clutch. I don't know why they even call it a clutch. It has nothing to do with like a standard or shifting gears at all. It has nothing to do with the transmission. It's a fucking brake, and you hold that bitch down, you rev the gas up, and it goes like fucking 3 times faster. It goes up so much faster. So that's if you ever hear anybody talk about a clutch on a forklift, it's actually a brake, and it has nothing to do with the gears. But reach truck is what I mainly drive. It's the tall one that's made to go down the more narrow aisles. It's more made for warehouse and getting like from all the way up in the top racks, and they go up really high and then they extend out so they can reach shit that's like kind of in the rack and far out and stuff like that. They can't handle the same, like the heavy loads a sit-down can, but in the sit-down can't go through narrow aisles and turn on a dime and all this. A reach truck can go in there and turn on the dime, grab whatever, you need, and boom, in and out. I got a fucking video where they were adding on to my warehouse, and there was this huge fuck up. This dude got fired for it, but like over $1 million of water like fell because they double stacked these the box water, the boxes of water where they come in 6 jugs or whatever, that type of water. They had this warehouse, like part of the warehouse, full of all this water, and all of it And when the summer came, the heat fucked up the cardboard, and on all the ones that were stacked got fucked up. So you had all this water all over the place because it would fall and all kinds of shit.
And bugs.
Hardly anybody was back there. Yeah, so there's this huge, and there's no cameras back there yet because they were just building this. It was all really new. They were adding on. So they hadn't installed any cameras, dude, and they had cleaned up a big part of it where you could drive. Dude, I was fucking going in there full speed, sliding in that motherfucker, turning the fucking wheel as fast as I can so it'd fucking spin and drift and shit. And then, like, we had all these boxes. I would slam right into that motherfucker full speed.
Like,
it was so fun. It was some of the funnest shit I've ever done on a reach truck by far. It was so fun. And I did it on a piece of shit, on the biggest piece of shit there. So it's not like I took one of their nice reach trucks and all that. Did that. Yeah, it didn't destroy it anyway. It was just sliding around on it, just riding it real hard, you know. It was so fun. Yeah, and drove around. That job was pretty cool because they didn't have a lot of cameras and you could get away with a lot. And there was like some of the Mexican working ladies that wanted to bang, but they didn't speak no English, so it was really weird. I had two of them that tried to bang in the, whatever. But it's like, to me, it's awkward because we can't talk. So
yeah, how
I don't
can
know
you know
you,
if
so
it's all right?
yeah, I don't know what to do here. We're at work, like. I don't know. I needed them to be. Yeah, and they were more forward. They were just like scared, and I was just like, nah, because of the language barrier.
Like
but it hooked up one of my friends.
It was like you taking advantage of one or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of weird. But it was cool. It was flattering. I was the only white guy. They like white guys. They like white boys.
Yeah, because they're trying to change their population.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, Mexicans
in 100 years you won't see a white person, and that's a fact. In 100 years you won't see a white person.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. We're gonna be all mixed.
Product of a done breed. You know, I had blonde hair and blue eyes too. Shame.
I'm telling you.
More dirty blonde. I mean, when I was young, it was real blonde.
And the whites that right now are alive, they know it, and that's the reason why they're trying to fight and fight and fight. And that's the reason why they're bringing in 100,000 Ukrainian people to America, because they're white. There's 100,000 of them, and they're all white. They're trying to boost up the white population in here. They would rather, white people that I heard of, would rather you go sleep with an Asian woman than a Mexican or a black person. Because white, it still stays in the Asian family. They've been white for millions of years,
Yeah, there's a lot of white and blacks and interracial.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They maybe in America,
that's why a black guy wants white women. They don't want a black woman. A black woman's crazy, so they want a white woman that's more chill and cool. But
you still have the whites in Europe and in Scotland and Ireland and Australia. But
American white.
American white.
It's a different breed.
Yeah, it is.
We do shit that other breeds won't do. You understand? Like if you ever see that black people watch or like crazy videos and they're like, that's white people shit. That is white people shit. We won't do that. We wouldn't go, jump in a fucking alligator pond with a bunch of alligators and smack that motherfucker and then take off running. We would do that.
I'll do it.
Exactly. We get drunk and do it. That's us.
Yeah, when you get drunk, you got the confidence.
Yeah. Black person gets drunk and they're like, fuck that. I'm going to sleep, bruh. Let's smoke a blunt. I'm going to bed, bruh. Going there fuck his girl, man. And we going to bed. We going to hit the crib, bro.
Yeah. I'm sure if I asked my main black friend Chris, I'm sure if I asked him, he'd be like, "What? Fuck no! What the fuck?
Yeah, it's white people
you jumping no gators? That's white people shit." Yeah. That's what he'd say.
Be like, white people know that.
I talked to him today. Told him I got the job at DB. He's the one that fucking telling me about it. He's like, "Yeah, man, they pay like a motherfucker. You're gonna see." He didn't even tell me. The other dudes the one that told me they pay like $2,000, but I don't know how much he really knows because he didn't work there too long. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm happy with 1,000.
Yeah, on your own.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I start on Monday. Dude, it took me 2 weeks. Yeah, so I'm happy with that, dude. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, that's good.
But don't let them fuck you, though. Because I know some of these companies will fuck your pay. They will screw you
Dude,
if they think you can take
Walmart
lower
did that
pay.
to me.
Yeah.
Walmart would fuck me on my hours, and I caught them on it one time. And shit, they lied. That was when I was like 18. I caught them like they fucking lied about 10 hours and shit. But I got it corrected though. But it's just the fact, why would I have to watch it? And other people said too that they shorted them on their fucking hours too.
You're damn right. It's about
They didn't
money.
pay
It's
shit.
about profit.
And I would die if I still made it. I started that job at like $8.15. This is 2010. I was like 18, and it was like fucking $8.15. I made, if I was like the highest I'd ever make was like 5 something, and that's in 2 weeks. So that's like but usually it was more like $300 to $400 a paycheck, and you get paid every 2 weeks. So that's like
I hate the every 2 weeks
150.
I know you get paid
Yeah,
more,
I know.
but
This is what
it's
this fucking
tougher.
thing is, dude. I know it's harder to mention. I never had to do it other than Walmart, and this is my first job since then, because this job's actually like that.
Like a Walmart.
So it
job?
may be not like but like the 2 weeks, the bi-weekly thing.
Yeah.
I like getting paid every week because I'm not the best money manager, but I guess I'm gonna have to learn how.
That's about YouTube right there for me. I didn't know nothing about it. Now I'm a YouTube expert. You can ask me anything about YouTube. I can tell you.
About YouTube?
Financial situation, relationship. I know a little bit there, but yeah.
Oh, fucking YouTube.
Man, yeah, I do a little drug deal, but not good, man.
I'm not good at math.
I ain't either. What's wrong with pack a calculator? They always like, in school, you need to know your math. And then now today we pack a fucking phone everywhere we go. Like, really? I need to know my math? Really? You could be teaching me about something else, about a job or something. But no, you was teaching me about fucking 1800s and what we was doing back then. I need to know what's going to happen now. What's happening right now. Not back then.
Right. But I don't know. Yeah, I remember the teacher saying that. Shit, I remember I used to have I was in speech classes because I had like when I was real young, speech impediment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I remember this teacher told me, well, you can't help it, that they got it corrected. I would slur a lot of words and couldn't say. It just sounded like my language was like shit. It just sounded like shit, but like I wasn't in speech therapy long. It was like 1 year, one class. I was just bringing it up because I remember this teacher. He was like, you gotta learn how to spell and this and that because you won't have anything to help you spell when you get an adult. You'll have to just know how to spell.
Yeah.
Well, he was funny. It was funny, and it was funny because now we have our cell phones, and I can just say, "Hey Siri."
Google is how I learn everything. I'll talk to Google. I'll be like, Google, what's this word? Like experience, Walgo? I Googled it. I didn't know how to spell experience. I Googled it. I was like, experience. Okay, there you go. Boom.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Same thing, bro. They're
technology.
They got taught the same way, and we should have been learning about other stuff like a trait, like a job, like job shop.
Yeah, and how finances and the stock market work and all that shit.
Bitcoin.
Why is the stock market so scary to everybody? Why? Because we don't know anything fuck about it because y'all don't teach us shit.
The rich and the wealthy.
For the average person.
Knows.
Yeah, they didn't really teach us about finances or compound interest or how to build money,
to clean their shoes.
how to save money.
They want you to clean their shoes and work in the warehouses.
They want you to serve them at McDonald's. Yeah, they want you to fucking work in the warehouses to build a supply chain.
For cheaper money and put your family in deeper debt.
Well, I want to at least become 100,000-aire, like fuck, at least. I'd be happy with that. Get up in there.
You know that world's famous sniper? He's only made 200,000. That's only how much he worth. What's his name?
Really?
The world's American baddest sniper. What's his name that got
Chris
killed?
Kyle?
Yes. He's only worth 200,000, and look how celebrity he is. 200,000. I think he'd be worth $2 million easy.
I thought, I would think he was up in the mills, but
yeah, he 200,000. That's how much he's worth.
You could spend that.
He did.
He's been down the house.
Yeah. He went to the army. He saved his money.
That's a house, sir.
He was killing people. He didn't need no money. He got food, ammo. He just saved his checks. He did. That's why he put it on his ranch. He started going out and shooting for people on his ranch and shit, making money. 200,000. The world's dangerous sniper, and he's only worth 200,000. And they had more than that on his head. The damn Taliban
Man.
had more than that on his head.
Oh, I believe it.
They had like a quarter of a meal. And even ISIS tried to
Well,
kill
fucking
him.
Taliban's. Biden giving them our guns. Boy, that pissed me off when I saw
Yeah,
that.
but
Riding our tanks.
listen, the only thing they're gonna do is kill each other with it. Think about it. They ain't gonna hurt us with it. We're gonna be nowhere near them. China, they'll hurt Russia and China.
Yeah, so.
They'll hurt Russia and China, but now they're on ISIS defense. But I feel we got bases still there. We still got CIA operating bases there, and there's still Iraqi National Guard there protecting. But yet the Taliban took over. It's like a smoke screen. Let people think the Taliban took over when really we're still in control and we work with the Taliban. And we get them to do our dirty work. Alright, we need to talk to this guy. You two Talibans, go and get him. Okay. Then they deliver the guy. It's like, yep, they're working with us. Like where all these Americans went when they was over in Afghanistan. They said they went to a CIA undisclosed house that was being protected by Iraqis, National Guard. Meaning the government was still together.
Right there, works side by side. I have no doubt about it.
It's lies. They tell us one thing and another thing's going on over there. Because they know the media can't go over. The media's too dangerous now. It's like, oh, you know, before they could go over there and talk to the world's dangerous fucking terrorists. Now it's all blocked off. People's going to Ukraine, worrying about the Ukraine situation. To get us out of that other situation. To put us into another situation that we could give more money and more ammo, more guns. And the other races out there, Russia, China, they're in too. It's a one world government. There's a one world government already in the background that runs this place. And they want you in fear. They want you to go out and buy guns and ammo. Like I said, go out and buy guns, ammo, survival gear, water. Worry. They feed off that worry. They feed off that worry. They want that money. You know?
That too.
They want all that.
They're just gonna outlaw that shit eventually.
He goes and buys stuff and erratic, and don't understand what he's doing, shit like that. They know. Like, we didn't have toilet paper and look at how the crazy men went. Like, you can go into the fucking shower and wash your ass out and be okay, But they're fucking in panic because they ain't got no goddamn toilet paper. Fucking going to every store. I can't find toilet paper. Wash your ass out in the fucking shower and you're good. That's what a movie star was telling people. You could do that. That's what a movie star told people. He said, you're out here worried about fucking toilet paper and you fucking can't afford to feed your children. All thing you gotta do is go in the fucking shower and wash your ass off. That's your shit. Come on now. He said, grow the fuck up. Quit running around here worried about fucking toilet paper. Worry about the fucking real problems around America. He was
we created that. Everybody freaking out, going out and buying. There's never a toilet paper shortage. It was all normal. Is everybody going out there and buying that shit?
They're talking about a tree shortage now. Did you hear? Tree shortage.
Well, that's just
and we're taking millions of acres a day.
I hate that. Because did you know that scientists proved that
that's why Biden stopped the oil rig thing.
When you kill a tree, they scream in pain.
Yeah. I mean, every time
scream in pain.
Every time they burn a place and then they destroy it. You ever notice that? And when they burn it, you'll see all the animals on the other side running, wondering what's happening, what's going on, why is my house burning down? And then they ain't got nowhere else to move, and then they die. They get hit by a car. It's just like little things get you, predators, and then they get put away. It's like ants. We don't hate ants, but if we need to build a road, we'll push them motherfuckers right out of the way and keep building. It's the same way with animals.
Feelings.
Nope. It's AI. People said the same way about AI. They said that's what's going to happen to the world. They're going to push us right out of the way and take over.
That's how Elon Musk described it with the ant situation. That's how he described AI. It's like they'll destroy us just like we would.
That's how I said it.
If we need to build a road and there's an ant mound right there, we just move it over. There's no hard feelings. We don't hate ants. We just need them out of our way because we're doing something more important than they are. Than their whole colony, So... yeah, and he thinks that AI take a very similar approach to us. And it's like, man, I would think so, probably, because they don't have feelings. They don't, have you wouldn't understand. If you don't have emotions and feelings, how would you know good from bad? You know, like
You wouldn't.
I mean, yeah, you just wouldn't. Yeah, and if you had your own personality, like you know,
Everything's got
shit.
a personality. You know, here recently they found out that trees communicate and that can have
Yeah,
feelings.
that's what I was saying. Yes, they have their own language. They speak at a
Hmm.
frequency that we can't hear,
You ever wonder why
and
Lord of the Rings and tree
I love
creatures
it.
come alive all of a sudden?
Yes,
Now it's like it's coming true. Everything we've ever been
dude.
taught is like a fairy tale. And as we get older in the modern age, we
Well,
figure
they're
it out.
living.
But the thing is, we're going to get killed in a few 50 years, 60 years. They're going to knock us
Oh,
right
100
back
years we'll
down.
be dead.
They're going to knock us right back down to the fucking Stone Age. We get done this way every time. And then we'll be right back. We'll be
Yeah.
back in the Egyptian days, you know? The pyramid. Who built the pyramid? Who did this? Who did it? Who you think we did, you dumb fuck? We lost the technology. We got destroyed. We lost it. We grew back. We figured it out. We wondered how it happened. It's modern day. They was modern helicopters back then in the pyramids. Just like it is now. Other worlds, other states fighting, conflict. It's the same thing as modern day. And
It's
these,
crazy, ain't it? We really haven't changed much.
no, and we never will.
Humans really haven't changed much. It's the same shit.
We never will.
All over fucking through time. Really, just different eras, different timeline or times, but different people. But the game's the same.
Yep. And it's
But the
never
tree
gonna
thing
change.
is real, though, and when I found out, I thought that was amazing, because they said even if you peel the tree bark off a tree, it screams in pain and stuff like that, and fucking, they came out and cut, I have a big tree in my yard, I don't have much of a yard, I have a small yard, I live in a trailer park, whatever, so there's this
I've cut
big
a
tree,
lot of
though,
trees.
in my I know, man, but I'm like a tree hugger now, especially after doing shrooms, because I walked out there and like I just know that thing was alive, dude, and fucking
Especially big
was
trees. Especially these big old ones that's like 100
yes,
years
it's a
old.
huge tree. Yeah, this fucker's, I don't know how old, but he's fucking old. You can
Probably
tell. It's been
150,
there
250, something like
at
that.
least fucking 30, older
Back
than
in
me
the
probably, my
1700s or
age.
something.
Who knows? Yeah, some of them trees, dude, trees live
Yeah,
to be
they was
hundreds of
little.
years
They
old.
was little back then, but now they're big mega mountains.
Right.
But that's the trees we're cutting down and making fucking tables out of.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, making a big giant table for millionaires, and only one person,
It's
two people
bad for
want to
the
eat out of
ozone.
it. Yeah.
It's bad for the ozone. It raises the CO2 levels when we cut down all these trees, because they produce oxygen and they take the CO2 out of the air, the carbon out of the air. And we need oxygen. If we had a too high CO2 or carbon, you know, we wouldn't be able to survive. We'd start getting brain damage because we're not getting enough oxygen and end up dying and shit. So yeah, we need trees and plant life. They serve a purpose. We feed them the carbon because that's what we breathe out, and they give us the oxygen. That's what we breathe in. So it's like a cycle, you know, that we really need them around us. I like having plants in my house. I got several plants myself, and you know, it's fun to talk to them and stuff. I really think they're alive for sure. I don't hurt them, and I don't go out and break
You ever
like
hear about them
twigs
studies
off
about?
trees no more, nothing.
You ever hear about them studies when you tell something good to a plant, and then the scientist told something bad
grows.
to this plant, and the one that was getting told bad things started dying, and the one that got told positive things started living more, started growing more.
Yep. I have heard that. They did that, I believe, in the 80s. That's a real thing. They discovered that it was like in the 70s or 80s, something like that. They actually discovered that if you talk to a plant and you say positive stuff and you like sing to it and you're just like positive vibes around it,
That's what it was.
it like spurts up. And if you like talk shit to it and you're like, you fucking piece of shit plant, and like are hateful vibes around it, it'll like die off, and not, or it wouldn't. Sometimes some plants will die, but or it'll just like won't grow right. It'll be crooked, or like weird shit will happen to it. It won't be as like pretty and perky like the other one will. Like it dramatically affects it. You know, it's a big deal, and some do die. You know, you just don't know what happened. So yeah, man, and they have a language. They have a frequency, and they can read some of the language. They know that if you're like fucking with a tree, like you're tearing off the limbs or whatever, that it'll warn the other trees in the area, and the other trees will be very aware of your presence. And if like you walk in the woods too, it'll like alert other trees that there's a human around, or all kinds of stuff, dude. If they wanted to. Like, it's fucking wild. Like, they're for real alive and, like, conscious and everything. It's fucking crazy.
Just like Lord of the Rings told us.
And they
in the Lord
produce
of the Rings, they said they're
DMT, too.
alive. The trees are alive. Okay, they're
Yes.
alive.
They're alive as fuck. Man, and I learned something, too, interesting that I never thought about. Did you, and, like, I never thought about this, but they proved it. They can't study on all species, but on cats and dogs and birds especially. Dogs, we humans see at like 60 flashes per second. They call it FPS, but it's not frames, it's flashes. What that means is that's
Like a
how we
TV?
perceive time. Like, yeah, so like if you had a flashlight, for instance, if you had a flashlight and it flashed like 100 times a second, it would just look like it was on. You wouldn't even see it flashing at all anymore. After that 60 mark, you would like just see that it's just on. It would look like an optical illusion because you couldn't perceive that time, you know. So, but a dog can see sees 80 flashes per second, so he sees slower. Like, he's more in slow motion than you are. So whenever you're, like, talking, and I also hear different frequencies. So they hear frequencies that we can't hear, lower and higher. So we have different frequencies with our voices that humans can't hear. Like, you know, we sound a certain way to us, like your voice sounds a certain way to me, and my voice will sound a certain way to you, and that's how your brain picks it up, and that's how you receive it, right? But to a dog, it receives it a little differently, and it's in slow motion, and it hears a wider range of your voice. So you would sound completely, if you were to go in that brain's dog, like, things would be like 30, they said it was like 30% slow motion. So it sees things sometimes a little bit before they happen, or it can see, like, storms developing, quicker and stuff like that, shit like that.
Weather thing and weather.
Yeah,
sense.
cats, fucking are like, they say like 90 frames, so they're really similar. They're like, a little bit more slow, or they say there's less slower. Maybe, I'm not sure. Was it 50 frames? I think cats were 50 frames or something. I don't even lie. Cats were a little 9%. Yeah, something like I mean flashes, but yeah, a fly is fucking 150, and it's like super slow motion. That's why when you're around a fly, if you move fast, you have to be fucking way faster than it can move because it'll see you coming. But if you move slow around a fly, it can't see you because it can't see things that are moving slow like that. It can only see shit going like going fast. If you could see like 180 frames per second or flashes per second, you'd be able to see a bullet come at you and like be able to dodge out of it like the Matrix because it'd be super fucking slow motion, everything, you know. So, but things that are moving slow though, you wouldn't be able to see it. Just look like it was standing still. It'd be like kind of like us trying to watch grass grow. You know, we don't see things that are moving that slow. But you know, something like that can see that. And like cows can see the storms coming and shit. They perceive time differently. It's fucking weird, right?
Sounds like it. I didn't even know it.
It's weird. I didn't know it either. I just learned that. I thought that was so fucking cool. I thought that was really cool. It is crazy. And the dogs' visions suck compared to ours. Cats too. Their visions. They like this thing I saw this on is this neuroscientist, whatever. He reenacted what a dog would see and hear. And fucking, of course the hearing is not going to be completely the same because we just can't hear that frequency. But, it's kind of just like a slow motion version of everybody talking, but like they only see like yellow, green, and like blue. And I believe somewhat red, but they don't really see much colors, and it's really dull. It's almost like, the contrast is like washed out colors. It's like their color receptors are not as clear and crisp as ours. We have way beautiful colors that we see, right, compared to them. And it's like they don't see as sharply defined, so they wouldn't be able to read like a letter on like a thing or whatever. It wouldn't be as like defined. You know, it wouldn't be as crisp or clear. And they also can't see as far away. Cats have can see better at night and can see a little further out. They have like actually way better vision than dogs, believe it or not. But their colors are pretty fucked off too. I don't remember what he said about the cats, so I'm not gonna say because I don't remember. But I know it wasn't like ours. But they can smell really well and hear really well, and so can dogs. Those fuckers. They can like smell the storm and shit coming.
They can smell if a girl probably taking a shower or not.
Probably.
Like, is that bitch washing her ass? You tell me. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's an ass washer. We don't want to know.
Nice.
Those guys out there like, I want the girl that's the stankiest. I don't want her to have a shower name. And he's like, oh yeah, this
I don't
one's
want a
perfect.
cave. That's
This
a
is
fucking
perfect.
barbarian. I don't want no bar cave woman. Damn.
There's some that out there that don't wash their ass.
Well,
you
that's
know
gross.
they are.